Start the local recording. And we are going to pick up on the bridge of the Hadfield. And I suppose I would like to ask the question, who has stuff they want to work on, or scenes they would like to run?
Considering not a lot of time has passed, did we get a chance to work on something, or?
Yes, because during the last episode, that trip you guys were making, swimming through Tholian space, that took place over the course of a couple of weeks.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'd like to start off, and I'll keep writing my book.
Okay, so we open, actually, not on the bridge, but we open our episode in the captain's ready room.
Okay, so considering I have 17 out of 25 work done with 2 breakthroughs, my next roll is a reason plus command difficulty 1. You can take a threat immediately, so I can get another dice. Reason command. Supplies. Okay, we get a momentum.
Nice.
I'm rolling 7 challenge dice.
So hang on. I'm at 11 threat because we started with 10 players. Or 5 players. Okay. I think that does it, doesn't it?
That's 7 work done. That's 24 out of 25. So I'd say we'll burn that one momentum just to give it that 1 extra work.
And fill the track?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that the amount you needed?
25 out of 25.
Right, but how many breakthroughs are you at out of the amount of breakthroughs you need?
This is 3. This should be a 3rd breakthrough. It's magnitude 4.
Okay.
So I need 1 more.
So yeah, you've, now that you've gotten into the swing of it, now that you've gotten the hang of what you're writing, you stream through the actual bulk of the material, and now it's sort of just a matter of sort of writing up a finisher and writing up your closing thoughts and proofreading.
Okay, we'll do that next session then.
And it's all quite good.
So the next roll will be difficulty 0, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else had stuff they wanted to do?
Jueza will start his own book about the captain.
Are you actually going with that?
Oh yeah. All the insights and things he finds about the captain.
Why?
Or actually, it would be a. No, actually, I don't think there is a difference between a. The way I've always seen it is that with these kinds of quarters, there are the 2 beds, but each of you gets one. Like, each of you gets one of these rooms. So it probably doesn't have the second bed.
Yeah.
Is how I reason that out.
These are just too close for comfort.
Yeah.
These are at least, this is the picture for the standard, crew. It's like bridge crew gets their own room. It's basically what bridge crew gets.
Yes. Except for the captain and XO, who get their own room, who get captain's quarters.
A full suite, yeah.
Yeah, who get
full suite, yeah.
Yeah, they get their whole own thing. But yeah, you're in your room, Jueza. I presume this is where you're gonna write it up.
Oh yeah. So the first thing I want to do is get some background, and so I'm going to be trying to dig up a whole bunch of dirt on the captain.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I'm scared.
Da 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 da. Mutiny.
He's writing fan fiction about me.
Oh dear. Give me. Actually, I think the question hang on, I have to send a message really quick.
No, not
okay.
particularly, no.
Okay, that answers my question. Then I need you to give me a reason command, difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's computers command.
Of course, it's command.
Yeah. You're looking up a service record. And not just you're also, in fact, it's also, you're looking up the service record of your superior.
Okay.
So that's why this isn't just super duper easy. Hey, and the ship.
What are the odds of that?
Ship rolls, computer. What did you say? Con? No.
Command.
Security? Command.
Yeah.
Oh, we never used that stat. What the hell?
Hey, see, that was the whole point of this, just so we could actually use that stat.
No, seriously, what is the command stat on the ship even for? Like,
yeah, there are things. I see it most often used with command. There are also a couple of talents that enable you to do stuff with command. Like, the one that I see used most often on the Kismet is communications command.
okay, well, the ship rolled well, anyhow.
So yeah, you gain a momentum as you're able to read up on his file, and even using a little of your clearance as a security officer, you're able to read some surface level documents about the captain's deployment and the amount of time he spent deployed among the Romulans. Among a Romulan diplomatic service. A lot of that is classified. Like, even if you were a full captain, you wouldn't be able to see this stuff, because it's anyone who's done diplomatic service with the Romulans tend to have their files in regards to it sealed up.
I would look at that and see if he worked with anyone else. Like, not the Romulans, but like who his CO was, who was under him type deal.
Okay. During his time in around Romulus, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be
That's something I have to make up.
I was gonna say that's something even I don't know.
I can PM that to you if you allow me a few moments to write it up for you.
Yeah.
While we continue on with the rest.
So.
Is that okay?
Yes. Unless there's a specific name or bit of information you're fishing for.
Basically, I'm just trying to find someone that I could potentially contact and secretly, in conversation, get information.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a problem with that.
Why are you doing all of this?
So there is.
I have my reasons.
Huh?
I was just saying I have my reasons.
So there is a bit of a problem. Like, even, and you're well aware of this. Even if you were to find the name of someone in the Starfleet records who could tell you about his time in the service, You're currently out of communications with Starfleet. Have been for a couple weeks now.
Oh yeah, this is for like future, times when back in contact and things are normal.
Mm-hmm.
Bold of you to assume we're gonna survive this.
Bold of you to assume.
That's right.
So, anything else you want to do?
No, that's good for right now. I got some surface level. We'll continue next time.
Okay.
As I continue to dig.
Who else?
After you want to speak to your Borg?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll hop on down to the med bay. And find it. So I moved it all the way down here, didn't I? Got so many tokens. So, comes in, takes a seat. Oh, hello, Doctor.
Hello, Abe. How has your week been?
My week has been, well, I suppose you could say stressful, given our current status.
You and me both. I haven't had a moment's rest.
So, I know you're the one who's supposed to be asking questions from me, but, what do you make of all of this war?
Truth be told, diplomacy, it's not my strong suit, but I can't imagine the ramifications of getting into another war. I served on a hospital ship during the Dominion, and I saw the effects war has firsthand, and I have no desire to relive that. If war does break out, I don't know. It would be a massive failure of the Federation.
You know, even if I did have my memories of my old life from what I read, I never had to see the war, the Dominion War, as you called it. I learned a bit about it in my reading, but was it that bad?
Oh, I got off easy. We were never in frontline combat. We just treated casualties. A lot of people died. A lot of people.
I see. So, let's hope that the captain can put an end to this.
Yeah, let's hope. Because that's just about the only thing we can do at the moment.
Hope. I suppose, to me right now, it's something of a foreign concept.
In what capacity?
Well, I mean, I don't remember much. So, I don't remember the feeling of a lot of, well, I suppose you'd call them human emotions, but just emotions. I've been discovering a lot of them again for the first time.
It's been an interesting experience. just when even when in a bad situation, you believe that that situation has the capacity to get better. And right now, I do have hope that this situation can get better and that war can be averted. But who knows?
I see. I think now is the time where you're gonna make your next roll.
Okay.
I think it's Reason Medicine difficulty 3.
That sounds about right.
And there is a momentum on the table.
I will take it.
Nice. Hope. It's a word that I think that word gets thrown around a lot, Doctor, but I don't know. Coming from you, I might just start believing it.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me.
Thank you for your time, Doctor. I know you must have much more pressing concerns to deal with.
Abe, I will always be able to make time for you. Yeah, no matter how bad things get, you can't stop doing your routine. But yes, I don't have much time, so I'm afraid our meeting is over.
Of course. Have a good day, Doctor.
You too.
And he gets up and he leaves, and just as he leaves, the door opens, and in walks a person in engineering, in the engineering yellow, and draped over his shoulder is a very familiar looking Andorian.
You two get into the Andorian ale again?
No, actually, I was just walking down one of the corridors, and, at the start of the shift, and he collapsed.
Oh, God. Nurse, help him get on the table.
Yes, Doctor.
I'll open up my tricorder and scan him.
And... Okay, hang on. This just stays there. Give me Insight Medicine, difficulty of 2. Assisted by the ship's computer's medicine.
Do I have a focus?
Let me take a look. I'll tell you. I'll give you... I'm gonna say no.
That's fine. Alright, take a threat for 3 dice.
Right?
You can
Okay.
get 1 moment.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Hang on, just giving myself threat. Looks like he's got some kind of a fever. It doesn't look life-threatening, but he's definitely running well, for an Andorian, it's a high temperature. He's running a 95-degree temperature.
Softly concerning. Seems he's got some kind of calls or something. That would be well. I don't know. Based off of this result, what could I infer? He has some kind of virus.
Yeah, sure. If you want to spend a momentum.
Sure.
Yeah. It looks like this might be some kind of, viral infection.
out of the character, what's the next step?
Well, to figure out what you're gonna need to do for treatment, give me a reason medicine difficulty 2.
Okay.
You figure for something like this, until you identify the exact strain of virus that he has, because it could be a number of things. It could be a billion different things, and until you run some tests, the thing that's working in your favor is that even though he's running a fever, your medical personnel should be able to keep him stable. Your medical facilities are equipped to handle someone running a fever, as long as his condition doesn't get any worse.
Okay. Could I extract a virus cell for further study?
Yes. However, that'll be a whole doing that'll be a whole slew of checks. So
Okay.
we'll come back to that.
Okay. Cool.
Doctor, may I return to duty?
Of course, nurse. Oh, of course, ensign.
Thank you, Doctor. And he turns around and he leaves. Meanwhile, we cut back up to the bridge. Except Tizonin isn't there. In fact, Tizonin hasn't shown up for the start of his shift yet.
Or is that scallywag? I'll whip him when I see him. Well, we'll have one of the ensigns take his place.
Interesting, Captain.
What is?
Oh, just the way you handle certain situations.
It was a joke.
Of course, of course.
Nonetheless, what is our status, Chief?
I believe everything is honky-dory, other than our con officer is mysteriously missing.
And the fact that we're knee-deep in Tholian space.
Looking over astrometric charts right now, Captain. It looks like we're going to be approaching the edge of the Tholia system in a matter of a couple of hours. And I need Rugan to make me a Reason Science difficulty 2 assisted by the ship sensors science. So it's difficulty 1.
You got that, Rugan?
Indeed. Give me just a moment. I remembered as you asked me that I forgot to look at the bloody thing.
Did-
And here we are launching now.
The ship rolled a 2, so...
Oh, good.
Of course.
Alright, here we are.
Ooh. You get to reroll it? No,
I
you
do.
don't. Oh,
Mhm.
you do.
Yep, he gets to reroll any die as long as he's assisted by the ship's
There.
computers. Oh yeah, there you go. Uh.
Captain, I'm detecting the energy readings surrounding the system. The same one detected at the far reaches of space 2 weeks ago.
Meaning? Can you remind me what sort of energy?
It appears to be a massive energy web.
Ah, it's the web guarding Tholia itself, I presume.
So it would seem,
How far
Captain.
away from it are we, actually? Can you give me a time frame?
I'll that was something that Emmett sort of briefly mentioned. You're a couple hours out from the very edge of the system.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll let your free question be. Based on your sensor readings, Rugan, you will hit the Oort cloud of the system, the sort of field of small debris. There are probably a couple small planetoid, large asteroids out that way. And then just inside of the cloud is this energy web, and then beyond that, sensor readings are garbled.
Okay. Can you
We have
tell
several hours before the ship hits the fan, Captain.
Understood. Can you tell me approximately how large this web is? Does it span the whole system?
To our knowledge, Captain.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you ask that question. Yes, it is an energy web that appears to encompass the Tholian system.
Captain to Commander Volok, come in.
Go ahead, Captain.
Your presence is requested on the bridge, so?
Very well.
Okie doke. After a minute or so, Volok, you come up onto the bridge.
I'm good. Have a seat. So, Rugan, could you bring up what we saw on the sensors, on the view screen, please?
Indeed, sir. People, Commander. We just put it up on the screen.
Yeah, he just put the thing up on the screen. Alright, so Commander Volok, tell me this. How does a web span an entire system? What is it powered by? Any ideas?
Could be a number of things. Stationary points, many.
Yes,
We don't know much about the Tholians, but anything would be possible.
yes, you can give me, Volok, a reason engineering difficulty of 3 check to reason out some of the possibilities.
Okay, reason engineering and difficulty.
I said 3.
Oh, sorry, I cut out. In that case, yeah, let's take a momentum and no strike. Let's give you a threat and take 2 momentum.
This would actually probably be the better place to look it over.
I don't think I have anything that will work as focuses.
EPS systems, maybe?
Let me. I was gonna say, let me look at your focuses. I'll tell you if any apply.
Wouldn't have mattered much. You didn't roll enough in range for a crit.
Okay. But you did succeed. Did you give me any threat for that?
Yeah, he did.
How much?
The 1. Did you? Yeah, I think he gave you 1 threat to momentum.
So there you go. Yeah, there are a few things this could be. Either a number of small stations positioned at key points. I mean, if they were to just be built, knowing what you do about the Tholian web spin technology, if you were to get the web started, you could build a number of relay stations, numbering in the hundreds, all around the system that would keep the web running. That's one possibility. Another possibility is you would need a planet-sized power source supporting the web from the inside out, with
If only we use someone with one of those.
with small
Well,
and it would be emitting small graviton beams to key elements along the energy web to support the energy web structure.
a planet-sized power source, you say, Commander? You wouldn't theorize that they could possibly have another Dyson sphere, could you?
That Dyson sphere would be even greater than the planet's. That's
Yeah.
more power than they.
Right. Yeah, a Dyson sphere, Captain, is a structure the size of this web that you are about to encounter. What Valak is talking about is a structure maybe possibly roughly the size of Jupiter?
Okay. Right, okay. So I have a task for you, EXO, and for Chief Jueza. We need to get through that. And I want every possible theory on how to get through the Thulian web. Preferably if we could sneak through, but I wouldn't be opposed to just shutting it down as well, although that might seem a bit hostile. So try and think a bit more on the peaceful side.
Very well, sir.
Okay, well, task is all yours. If you need any additional help, you may summon the doctor or Lieutenant Rugan here.
Very good.
So, a short period of time later, you are entering the vicinity of this cloud. I need, Jueza, I need you to give me a insight security, assisted by the ship's sensors security. I'm spending 2 threat to make it difficulty of 3. As there are particulates in this Oort cloud that are interfering with your sensor readings. But,
Keep in mind we don't have any momentum, so you can give him threat again if you want.
What I'm gonna do is I would like to use my value brimming with confidence and my ability to successfully navigate this.
I'm gonna say no, because that's not what this is about.
Okay.
Let me look at your sheet. Nope. Nothing like that.
Okay. Okay, if I can't use a value, then I will go ahead and give you 3 threat for the 2 extra dice.
Yep. Oh, and because it's sensor security, it brings it down to 2. But I'm going to spend 2 more threat to keep it at 3.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Okay.
How much threat did you give me?
3.
Okay, so I'm back up to 12.
Owie.
Ow. Okay, I've got a good complication for that. The... Hang on.
Then did you say security or engineering?
Security. It wouldn't have mattered anyway for me, or for you, I think, either. Or no, what's your security? 5?
5.
Then, 8 plus 5 is 13. It still wouldn't have mattered because you rolled a 14 on that last one.
So close.
There you go, Jueza.
Let's see here. Looks like I'm picking up about a dozen Tholian spinners patrolling the cloud. In addition, a single Tholian weaver around one of the planetoids in the cloud.
Oh, that's a thick patrol. Any way around them?
There's always a way, sir.
I believe that. We just need to find one. Lieutenant Rugan, could you get on the sensors, try and find a way around them? We want to circumvent these guys.
Aye, sir.
Okay. Give me Insight Con assisted by the ship's sensors con.
Oh, we could ask Mr. Haskell for that instead.
You could.
Well, unless, what's your con score, Rugan?
Because the thing I was...
Con of Rugan is a 1.
I could potentially also do this, and then use my potentially freedom fighter value with my experience of avoiding patrols.
Oh, I would allow that, given how... Okay, you sold me on it in that regard.
Alright, go for it.
The difficulty of this will be... difficulty of this test is you're basically just creating an advantage here that you found a favorable path through the cloud. However, I am going to spend 2 threat to kick the difficulty up to 3, and I'm spending 2 threat to increase the complication range to 2.
Okay, so it was Inside Con for you, and it was Computers Con.
Sensors con.
Sensors con,
So that actually brings it
okay.
back down to difficulty 2.
Works.
Okay. So we automatically pass, right?
Yeah, this is all just extra momentum.
Okay.
Yep.
Pray to God we don't roll a 20.
Of course we
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we generated 2 momentum, so we're gonna quash that one immediately.
Okay. That'll do it. You just don't generate any momentum.
And I'm going to roll for veteran.
Yep. Hey, you get it back.
Alright.
Let me pull us over to this map. Man, I'm getting my money's worth out of this map. Getting my money's worth out of this one. I'm gonna pull in the Hadfield. It's not that big. Hadfield is not that big a boy. Jesus. Okay. You're not coming from there. You are coming from up to the left. And so what you have done is you have created an advantage that you have determined a small planetoid, not the one that the Tholian spinner is around, but one that if you hide in the shadow of it, it should mask most of your readings. If you go to, like, not silent running, but if you go to reduced power consumption, you might be able to hide completely. But you have to get there first.
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Engineering radius for silent running. Mr. Haskell, keep us in the shadow of that planetoid, and Lieutenant Regan, keep pointing the periscope at the bad guys, see if they're looking at us.
Okay. So, the way this is gonna work is, it's very similar to what you guys did last time. It's a series of opposed checks of them looking for you and you trying to avoid them. you could spend an action. To put them at a disadvantage by, as you said, scanning for their patrol routes.
Well, actually, first things first, I'd like to put Mr. Zuma Omari on the con, if we could. He's just better.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make some checks, shall we?
Yes. Actually, no, you know what? I am gonna do this. I'm spending 2 more threat. I'm creating a complication. You do not get a reply from, Mr. Omari.
What the hell? Is everyone on my ship asleep? My first con officer doesn't show up, and my second con officer doesn't show up as well? What the hell? Chief, you're gonna have to look into this later.
Sir, do you need me to take the con?
What's your score?
I don't think you guys actually gave him the rest of his scores.
Who? Haskell?
Yeah, because he only has 1 score in control and con, which
Yeah, he's a fill-in character.
Yeah, which
That's
well,
why Zuma Omari is there.
Yeah.
He's fully fleshed out.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be making control con checks.
That's fine.
So.
That's fine. Chief Joeza, hop on the con. XO, summon Mr. Ma'arth down into the security station, please, if you will.
That works.
Of course.
All right, Chief. I know you're not a pilot, but give it your best.
Alright, this is control con, right?
Yep. And it is opposed by their side. I have to get my
Whatever you want.
Can I use my freedom fighter again to basically dodging the patrols?
Yes, you can do that.
Alright, I will do that.
Is he assisted by the ship's engines, con?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, I'll give you 2 threat for the extra die.
Okay. I will spend 1 of that threat.
Okay.
For my own guy.
Okay, and is this complication 1 or 2?
Just 1. Just 1.
Okay. Alright.
Hang on, I gotta pull up their ships. Where are their ships?
Okay, well, we got a 5 overall. Let's see them beat that.
Green, Talarian, Tholian. There we go.
Captain, it's just like the old days when I was in the Resistance.
There's that, and then I have to quickly roll for their ship. I know you got
this maneuver. We
guys
had
do
the
it.
Cardis chasing their own tails all the time with this one.
Okay. They got 3 successes. To
We
your
got 5, so we generate 2 momentum.
roll your veteran again.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. As you guys slip through the first ring of the Tholian of Tholians. 1 more ring of Tholian defenses to go. That being the larger vessel.
Okay. Right.
So,
Let's do this again.
Yep.
Do you want my determination for this one? Or do you think we can make it on our, like so? I think you've got a relatively good score. I think we could make it, like, on our own.
Okay.
Like, 16 is a good score, so take these 2 momentum, Gren can take another threat. You can take these momentum for 2 additional
Okay,
dice.
and I'll spend it for a third die.
It should be alright.
Oof. I'm only counting that first one. That is 1. Hang on. That might be 2. That might be 2, but I don't think their vessels are that good.
We got a 5 anyway.
Yeah, it's me figuring out how much. Oh, their crews are that good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So you only get 1 momentum.
Yeah, these guys are a little better than the others, but
Yeah. Well,
not good
Better
enough,
than the
Captain.
Cardassians.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's the thing that made it harder to slip by them is that the Tholian spinners were actively patrolling and moving around, making it so that you could slip between blind spots when their backs were turned. But the Tholian Weaver, that thing is just sitting in orbit of this small planetoid, actively scanning, looking for you guys. So it was a lot harder to slip between its between gaps in its sensor scans. But you've done it. You made it to a small planetoid, not too far from the ring. And actually, at this point, I have to step away for maybe 5-10 minutes. So we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I'll be right back. I'll be back in
Sure
like
thing.
10.
Okay, guys, buy a break. Oh yeah, I'll fill Joyce in on what you said earlier. Okay, so down low everything is Grenon's a bit burnt out. In about a month's time, I think he said also that he had he had some unique opportunity to go back to university and get his bachelor's and things like that. But he is essentially going to take a bit of a break from GMing and he's looking to end the Hadfield game. But he said the following: if we want, we can wait until he gets his spirit back, which might take like a month or 2 or God knows how long, and then he'll resume GMing for us. We can search for another GM, or we can fall apart. I said we'll basically cross that bridge when we get there, so it's not a big problem. We'll let him know like what we decide. Yeah. It's just like if we want to continue, we can either continue with a new GM, or we can continue with him. After a couple of months have passed, he said he's got to settle into his like new university and his new schedule. La di da di da. You know the drill.
Okay.
So, like I said, we've got a month to think it over. Once we think it over, we just let him know, and that's it.
Sounds good. Do we know if there's any other GMs on here that are interested in picking up the game?
We don't actually.
Okay.
So I'll ask him that later if he can just like forward to everyone just to see a general. Do you want to do this check? Because keep in mind, it would have to be at a time where it's acceptable for me to be up, considering I pride myself in having a normal sleeping schedule and I like to be productive during the day sometimes when I'm not being a useless piece of shit. But yeah, I'd like to be able to, sleep eventually. Considering that I'm running at a different time zone.
Oh, time zones.
Have you considered not sleeping?
I have turned out bad.
Sleep's overrated. I hear you can go without that for at least a few days before you hallucinate.
I mean, look at Da Vinci. He didn't need it.
Well, I mean, I tried not sleeping a couple of times, but it was mostly like for parties like New Year's Eve and whatnot. I fucking hated it because I like sleeping. I love sleeping. Shit, if I could be sleeping right now, I'd be sleeping and playing the game at the same time. You fucking know it.
Yeah. I remember when I was in college, I actually managed to go 4 days without sleep.
See, that's commendable,
Nice.
but I could never do that.
I got
Did you study for
really
an
sick.
exam or something?
Oh no, it was all about gaming and then cramming for tests.
Right. Just like any other student, I myself am not very different from that. So
Yeah, I got really sick after that though.
4 days.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Never did that again. I did 2 days numerous times, but not 4.
Oh yeah, 2 days is, acceptable. It's not too bad.
By the way, did you guys hear that Regis Philbin passed away?
God damn,
No.
everyone's dying.
Well, he was like 88 years old.
Yeah. Well, I assume
I expect that there. Yeah.
you heard about Grant from Mythbusters.
Yeah, I heard about him too.
Yeah.
2020 is just not our year, guys. Like, it's not the world's year.
2020 is like 2020 is basically the hold my beer year of bad years.
Yeah.
Like since for me it's been since 2015 it's been shit year after shit year until we get to this one, and it's just wow.
I'm gonna top every year so far and then some.
But it's gonna
weird.
burn itself out, and 2021 is gonna be, like amazing thing after amazing thing. Like we'll have the cure for cancer, in January, and February will world peace will come about.
All the things, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
We just figured we'd burn all the bad karma in 1 year and just be done with it.
Can I get some opinions? Like, what did you guys think of Picard?
It is one season of a Star Trek show.
I thought it just finished kind of poorly. It
almost
I
felt like
hated
it was
it.
trying
I
to be
haven't liked-
Firefly, but not.
I hated it, but I haven't liked the Star Trek show in 21 years, so.
I can respect that. It's just the story for me. Oh man, it just took such a nosedive at one point. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they introduced like swearing into Trek. I know swearing is a normal thing and everyone does it nowadays. But Trek has always just seemed like that kind of thing where swearing is a bit taboo, because
Well, it's like trying to be edgy.
yeah.
It feels like it was written by like a 14-year-old
Oh
who
yeah.
doesn't like Star Trek but wants it to be like edgy and cool. Except by their definition of cool, it just means like a lot of violence and sex and darkness and like
Well, it's the new
disgusting
formula.
visuals and swearing. and it's just kind of miserable.
Yeah, but who does the
Um,
new formula appeal to? Like, if you
Nobody,
want to,
because
yeah,
CBS
exactly.
All Access isn't very
Well,
successful.
it worked really well for Battlestar Galactica, and then everyone decided they should
It
do
worked
it.
really well for Battlestar Galactica for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And even Battlestar has moments of hope, and it's not like filled with like depravity in the way Discovery and Picard are. How even Discovery's better than Picard.
Like
Oh,
Battlestar Galactica, there's a difference between Battlestar Galactica and Picard. Battlestar Galactica is fucking great. Like, it's amazing.
It reminds me of when Stargate did Stargate Universe, and they tried to make it dark and edgy.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna let that stand. No.
Uh-oh.
No.
I pushed the
Stargate.
button on
Okay.
someone.
No. I've heard that. I've heard that so many times. Oh, it's the dark, edgy Stargate. And it's like, no, it's the character-driven, plot-centered location Stargate, and it's I had the same opinion when it first came out, and then I went to go watch it again, and I was like, holy shit! I wish it had more. But no, like as far as Star Trek goes, like I never ever judge a Star Trek show until at least season 2, because every season 1 is not great.
That was that was the case with TNG, but even I liked TNG season 1. Like, I really did not mind it. I thought it was great.
But let's look. If we're going to talk modern Star Trek, look at Discovery and how much better it got in season 2 from season 1, and that's modern Trek with their new setup.
I think season 2 is worse than season 1. But we can agree to disagree.
Oh yeah, there's many things they try and add in. There's many weird things they did with like Discovery is its own thing.
Yeah.
But it's like as far as like I like many of the changes they made.
I've recently gotten into Doctor Who. I started with the new series, and I've made my way up to the 50th anniversary special. I don't know if any of you've seen it.
Oh yeah. I've been watching Doctor Who since I was like I can't remember how.
I've personally never been much of a Whovian. Could never just really get into it. Foreign show. I've hardly heard of it. The first time I heard of Doctor Who, I think I was like 14.
Hard.
Yeah, I just watched 11's Regeneration. It was really sad. Good show.
But
yeah, they've got some great stuff.
Back on the topic of Picard, it's like the story. I think it actually started off okay. I think it could have been good if they kept everything to like a minimum. But man, it just took a nosedive. Like, holy shit.
It's weird because it's like I can see in the new Trek stuff. I can see the executive meddling of like, yeah, we need this, because CBS wants their streaming thing to keep going, all that stuff. They need this to keep going, bank on nostalgia, and it's like, man, just write a good show and people will watch it.
I don't even know how much of it is that. It kind of feels like Patrick Stewart's ego project. Because the whole show just portrays like Picard as like this tortured Jesus figure who literally rises from the dead to save a planet. It not only is it like ridiculous, but like it's just like I don't know, the fact that the entire show was rewritten because Patrick Stewart didn't like it, and the fact that the whole thing just feels like a wank of Patrick Stewart. It kind of just like makes me uncomfortable to watch it because it just kind of feels like the studio wanted the Picard name back, but Stewart would only do it if they jerked him off. So they're like, okay, sure, well, we'll jerk you off for 2 hours. And then the whole movie is just Picard being a space Jesus, and that's it.
Yeah, but I think Picard being a space Jesus got established in TNG even like way before. I don't think it's something new.
Well, yeah, but Picard had a team of people. It was an ensemble show, and this is, I don't know. He's he's like one man out to save the galaxy from an impending robot apocalypse. It was too much for me. I couldn't
Well,
buy into it.
no, like what I got from it, it's like this is the modern Starfleet. It's it's trying to look at how bad things have gotten, and it's like he's like I remember the old times. It was
And
much
that's
better
when you
back then.
hit him with the okay boomer.
That it's weird. It's just, but it's literally what the fans have been asking for so long. And when I say fans, I mean one part of fans because they're all over the place.
I mean, the fans
It's
are pretty
like
split on like TNG
yeah,
and DS9
in
and Kirk or
in
Picard,
in,
etc.
in everything, in everything. What I was gonna compare it to is like it, it's a better version of what Star Wars did with Rise of Skywalker.
I will agree with you on that. Even though I'm like the one of the three people who really likes the Last Jedi.
Well, I liked Solo. Can't say I like the other Star Wars films, but I really liked Solo. I thought Solo was very good.
No, Solo's just a like Solo is for those fans that would watch the shows and read the comics and all. It's it's the expanded universe Star Wars stuff. So it's like it's good stuff.
And like Mandalorian, while not being exactly, high quality production, or sometimes it was kind of meh, but Mandalorian was also a breath of fresh air. I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
thought the Mandalorian himself, the main character, was pretty dull, but I thought everything outside of that was interesting.
I see. I kind of want that to be the case with the Mandalorian. I want everything around him to be interesting, and he's just there.
That's fair. He's kind
He's
of
just
going
a
on
bounty
the
hunter, yeah.
adventure. Yeah.
They're like he is. It's it's the same type of format. It's like we insert ourselves in him easier because there's not much to him. He literally doesn't show his face. Like it works perfectly. It's for
I
audience.
Oh, but the actor that plays Mandalorian is great. He did a bunch of seasons on Narcos.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, he's done great.
he's real good.
Is Brennan
He
coming
said
back?
he'd be like 10 minutes, so I'm getting time.
Okay. It's kind of.
He's dead.
Anyone, if we ever rewatch this video, it's going to be real weird that there's just 10 minutes of people spitballing.
I assume he's going to talk. He's going to cut that out, I assume.
I don't think they edit these videos.
Oh, well then, I hope everyone has enjoyed our little talk, but we're going to continue.
Our discussions. Yes.
Because I was just about to bring up Battlestar Galactica again. I don't suppose any of you seen the original Battlestar Galactica, or as I like to call it, the flaming pile of trash.
Well,
It is
I
so
wouldn't
weird.
call it that.
Like, I I can never call it that. I don't think I could call anything that because I've seen a flame
know,
pet.
it's-
Like I've seen some horrible stuff. But it's
Sci-fi.
like as far as sci-fi goes, it is so weird because I've watched pretty much like I've come at least touched bases with pretty much every major fandom except for that one. Like all I've seen from that stuff is commercials and read like some stuff, and that's it. That's
You've
all
never
I've
seen
ever.
BSG, like the new one?
None of it. Like,
Whoa.
Okay, well, the first two seasons are good, and the third season is so bad. Like by the fourth episode, I just stopped watching it. I don't know if it gets good again, but the first two seasons are like solid 9 to 10 out of 10s.
the most I know of Battlestar Galactica comes from Robot Chicken parodies.
I think I read somewhere, or I think someone told me it's like that Firefly and Battlestar Galactica are in the same universe, something along those lines.
I don't think so, but maybe. I've never seen Firefly.
I like the idea of Firefly being the future of like Josh Whedon's other weird stuff.
Oh, but if you haven't seen BSG, like definitely go see BSG. That shit's great. Like seriously. I enjoyed every episode, even the ones you hated, Doc. I just powered through them because, god damn it, I loved it so much.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm a very picky person. That's just who I am.
Well, I mean, I was at my friend's place one day, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna watch a new show. It's called Battlestar Galactica. You're gonna love it." And I was like, "Oh man, do we have to watch a new show? Like, can we just watch something else? Like maybe that I'll like?" And he's like, "No, bro, trust me, you're gonna love this." So he pulls out his like age-old DVD, and he's got the fucking pilot for Battlestar Galactica, which is like super rare to come across these days. I've heard like an actual
Oh, a
pilot episode.
miniseries, like the 3-part miniseries pilot.
Yeah, the 3-part miniseries pilot. He pulls that shit out, and we watched that shit through like
So
4
good.
hours straight. And it's like, fucking, this is so amazing.
Yeah, it's perhaps the only time I've ever seen like the busting out of the museum piece trope like actually feel fun. It is just so great to see like the Mark I Vipers fly up against the
Cylon ships, yeah.
Yeah, the Cylon Raiders. Oh, it's so fun.
Like the part where they're in the vortex and the Galactica is just firing all her weapons at everything that's coming towards us. It's like, oh my god, this is great. What kind of CGI is this?
Yeah, it still holds up pretty well for a show from 2005.
Yeah, I had a hard
2004.
time believing it was from that era actually, because the CGI is like really something else.
Yeah, unlike Enterprise, which is aged not so well.
What year is Enterprise from? Also that year?
Around
2005?
2002 to 2006?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Has it gotten better as the years progressed, or has it just stayed the same?
No, it's if you're gonna watch old Trek, it's that same type of feel of like we understand it's not gonna look so great, but we're gonna enjoy it anyway, type of thing. Except for it's more members.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Babylon 5. I mean, God, it did not age well. But
Oh, Babylon 5. I've tried to watch that show 3 times now. I don't know why. It's like I start watching episodes, and I'm like, I don't really care about any of you people. Like,
Yeah, I watched the pilot of the show because like everyone says it's so great, and I was watching the pilot and I was like, yeah, this is fine. I'll see more of it, and then I never saw any more of it.
oh, you
Babylon
can't go
5.
by the pilot.
I think we touched
Pilot's
on
so
every
different.
single sci-fi series: Star Wars, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Battlestar, Firefly. Yeah, we touched on basically everything.
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5.
yeah. Precursor to Deep Space Nine.
Basically.
Precursor / stolen.
That's what I meant. But yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. But yes. Honestly, John Mulaney memes are just great. I don't really care for memes, but I love those.
I'm just gonna message Rugan real quick. That we're back. There we go.
Is it O'Brien related? Okay.
Those are my favorites.
The entire theme of DS9 in the background is
Context.
Yeah. So you know how Riker grows a beard in season 2 of DS9? Well, season 2 of TNG. Well, in season 7 of Deep Space Nine, Julian grows a beard named Ezri Dax.
I liked Desiree. She was cute. I thought she was a decent addition.
I like Ezri about as much as I like Jadzia.
Not as good. In my opinion, not as good as the original Dax. But hey, what can you do?
See, it's funny because to me that worked given the story they gave her.
Oh man.
See the one Rugan posted is my goddamn favorite. Like that gets me every time.
Oh.
Anyway, shall we continue?
Okay, yeah,
please?
yeah. Shall we continue?
Sorry,
Please wrap this
sorry.
up.
Of course, I'm the bloody god they give this.
Anyway, let's.
Okay. Okay. So we now pick up with you guys currently in the orbit is a strong word. Assisted orbit. Your engines have to do a little bit to keep you in a stable orbit of this small planetoid. But so far you have eluded capture, or you have yet to be spotted. The question now is, what are you going to do?
How far away from the net are we?
You are close enough that you could probably make it to the net at impulse in maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, well, before we make it to the net, this moon is giving us like sufficient cover from any Tholian sensors, which might be pointed our direction.
Yes, and that's part of the advantage that Jueza made for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. XO and Lieutenant Rugan and Chief Jueza, have you come any closer to figuring out a way through this net?
In the meantime, what are you guys doing to try to find a way through the net? Are you gonna be like scanning it or what?
Well, I do like to scan things.
It's like I do like that, but at the same time, you know what? No, given our scanners and given our gun, let's take a scan and see just basic level scans, low level scans to see if we can find any information that could help us.
Okay.
And after you do that, I'd suggest maybe running a simulation. See if you can find a possible way through the gap.
Give me insight science, difficulty 3, complication range 3, assisted by the ship's sensors science.
Interesting. Which brings us down to difficulty 2, complication range 3.
Yep.
We have a
We
single
have a
momentum.
yeah, we have a momentum. You can take that.
Although, well, I will say this does play into Rugan's testing a theory into practice. So.
Then we
That's
don't
right.
need that momentum, yeah.
And it lowers the difficulty down to
Don't
1.
say it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right,
Wow.
we're gonna murder this check. We're ready, bro.
It's like Rugan finds that we can literally just fit through a hole.
What did you say was control science, right?
No, insight. Because he's trying to find out everything he can about this mysterious.
I rolled for him, but don't tell him.
Okay, and the ship.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I will take the one that Rugan actually rolled.
I was here, friend. Sorry.
Cool.
That's a better roll than
That's why I'm gonna say thank you, Gia.
Look, yes, thank you again. Sorry, miss, I'm downstairs trying to order pizza from my parents, who apparently everything is my fault from the pizza topping price to the delivery times. But I was still listening and I rolled on TV.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Wait, Chip's gotta roll.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, that's
There
the
you
old
go.
roll. 5. Yeah. 5. There we go.
How much did we generate from this? 4 momentum.
Yes.
Yikes.
We generate 4 momentum.
Wow. Um, so for Rugan, I'll tell you that you have put your hands on the answer to the question. And unfortunately, it's the answer that makes things harder for you. From what you can gather, this web is held together by a couple hundred small stations and relays positioned in orbit of the planet, all in synchronous communication with each other. And yes, destroying one would weaken the web in that area, make it easier to slip through. The problem is, if you did that, the Tholians would know you were there. Whereas if this was a central thing, like there was a big planet with a bunch of graviton beams holding the web up, you could hypothetically weaken the web at one point and slip through that way and be fine, but that's unfortunately not what this is.
Okay, Commander Vlok, tell me, these things definitely have to undergo some sort of maintenance shutdown every once in a while, and I assume once a single station enters maintenance shutdown, another possibly has to cover the station that entered shutdown. But what if we were to use that gap between the shutdown and the coverage of another station to sneak in?
Okay.
Vlok, give me a reason engineering difficulty of 3 check to see if you can piece together something about how these stations must operate.
Okay, difficulty 3. Since we have momentum now.
Oh yeah, you only have like a metric hell ton of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't know if there's anything that's gonna work for webs. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna, we'll see what happens. Hey, I even get 1 momentum back.
Yay! Good for you. Yeah, it occurs to you, Vlok, that these things must have maintenance cycles, but on top of that, these things also have to allow for traffic to go through them.
You beat me. Okay, I was right. Okay. Well, sir, while there would be maintenance checks, it would most likely also have us dodging Tholians coming to do it unless they were automated. But the main question is, how do the Tholians get through? If we could somehow fool this net into thinking we were Tholians, perhaps?
We good?
Did I heard that?
I heard that as well. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so I thought I cut out again. It's been happening a bit. But yes, if we could somehow fool the web in some form.
Is the option to sneak in during a gap not possible? Do you think there may be gaps in the system, or?
I said yes, there might be. You'd have to look for them.
Yeah, we'd have to look. Yeah, it's like we'd have to look for it. There'd most likely be Tholians also like coming to do stuff. Like,
I mean,
we are in North Korea, trying to get back. Like, let's not spend more time next to the security fence.
Let's talk about it this way, right? Let's try and think logically here for a second. We are at the heart of the Tholian Empire. Do they honestly expect ships to be this close to the capital without being detected? I think, if anything, security might be lax here. Even a little bit. And realistically, that's all we need. Just a little bit of lax in the security, and we're in.
Well, given it is possible, sir, but it will take more time, and more time is more chances to be discovered.
I see. Well, proceed on with what you wanted then. See if you can get some way to trick the Tholian web into thinking this is a Tholian ship and letting us through. If that's what you meant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, a cloaking device it is then.
If only we had one like almost everyone else.
Jeez, yeah, the Slalom is an aircraft carrier and they get a fucking cloaking device.
Throwing some shade.
Just throwing some light shade over at the Swallow and no harm done.
Yep. So then... Where... Okay. So, Vlak, you're going to head out? Down to engineering?
Yeah, let's see if we can somehow make ourselves a Tholian ship.
Okay, let me just check something really quick. Come on, where is it? Oh, hang on, I just saw it. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly read something. Hold on, just a moment. I'm reading something, and I just want to make sure I read it correctly.
Cool. So.
Yep.
Well.
It's like I read it once, and I just cannot. Oh, hang on.
I'm wondering. It's like, should we have before? But when the random Defiant appeared that last time, we should have took some of the destroyed Tholian ship stuff.
Okay, buddy, I'm gonna need you to make me a fitness medicine difficulty of 3. And I'm spending 3 threat to make this happen.
Oh, crap.
It's determination time. Unless you'd like mine, I can give you mine.
I was gonna say, who else spaced on that whole virus thing?
Well, you can't, Captain, because you're not there.
Yep.
The stipulation of that talent is that it's someone you have to be able to have a conversation with.
I literally went to the place where other people got sick. I am stupid.
Yes.
Okay, so
Speaking of that, how am I doing? I said, speaking of that, afterwards, could we come back to me?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting to you very soon, Doctor.
I assume so.
Fitness medicine.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't think any of my values are gonna work either. We're gonna,
I could really use some threat.
we're probably gonna get some. Okay. go with 3 threat, and I'm gonna take 3 momentum. Oh crap!
You did succeed. You did succeed. However, the moment the turbo lift doors open, whew, feel like a wave of, is that nausea wash over you? Your face feels sweaty, and you brace yourself against the door to the turbo lift.
Okay. I'm going to move my way to sickbay real quick. On the way, I'm going to send a message down to engineering to prep work on doing the ridiculous Dolianus ship thing.
Meanwhile, in sickbay, you wanted to do some checking.
Yes, I want to extract a cluster of hypervelocity front.
Okay. You're starting a bit of a gated challenge, and it starts with, as you said, extracting a sample of the virus. Give me a control medicine, difficulty of 2.
Okay.
How much threat did you give me, Valak, by the by?
I have
3.
1 more free time.
Did you buy that with threat?
That's what I said.
Oof.
Yep.
I will allow that to... yeah?
I was going to ask if I could spend my determination on the value of every life is precious to re-roll it.
I will give you, you could do that. I will also give you another, option. I will allow this to succeed at cost.
You have plenty of threat at the moment.
I'm not going to take it as threat.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I guess let's wait and we can succeed at cost.
Mm-hmm. In which case, you now need to start sequencing the virus, which is going to have a resistance that it didn't have before on it.
Okay.
Which will be gonna have to write out this extended task. Control. Or no. Insight. Medicine. Difficulty of 3. Magnitude 3. Resistance 2. And work track of 9. This isn't a super difficult check.
Okay, well, have another threat for fight and potion. Oh Lord.
Oh.
Going to kill him.
Oh man. We're doing great, guys.
And you said you gave me a threat. Oh yeah, and this will be assisted by the ship's computer's medicine.
Okay.
Coming up. Just gotta find the ship. I keep losing it. Computers. I rolled out with a higher comp range. That was with a comp range of 3. That should not be a crit fail.
Okay.
That's just 0.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Alright, so
still
it's
a
only
problem.
one complication.
All right. I am going to take that complication, turn it into threat, and burn it and one more. Doctor, fitness medicine difficulty 4.
Your life is also precious.
See, this is why you should eat vegetables, kids. Okay. You can have 4 threat, and I will roll 4 dice. Wait, is that how it works? No,
3 threat.
4 dice.
Yes, that is correct. I will spend.
Oh my, are you kidding me?
What in the world is happening here?
Oh no!
What in the goddamn?
The Sam Hill. You're looking at the screen and you start getting triple vision, as things are spinning.
Oh no. Did we not decontaminate the sample properly? Oh god. Considering the circumstances, is there a room for okay, you know what? I believe as chief medical officer, I possess the ability to quarantine parts of the ship, correct?
That is correct. You do have that authority.
All right. So,
I mean, you're gonna definitely have to write a report afterward justifying said quarantine.
Okay.
But given the circumstances, you're fairly confident that that you would not get in any trouble.
Yeah. Well, my thought is it's airborne, and as far as I know, the only 2 active cases are in here. So our best bet for keeping cases down, it would be the quarantine Morva. So I will tap my communicator.
Okay, yes?
I will tap my communicator and contact the captain.
This is the captain, go ahead.
Captain, Lieutenant, the Zonin has come down with a viral mutation. It seems to have spread to myself. I believe it's airborne. Therefore, I'm going to have to quarantine main sickbay.
Understood, Doctor. Anything we could do with the ventilation system to keep it from spreading further?
Standard quarantine should cover that now, hopefully. And we should have this under control soon. Oh, it doesn't seem serious.
Understood, Doctor. Keep me posted.
Yes, sir. Selling out. And I will move to the computer and quarantine this room. So that door should not open.
And at that moment, Vlak,
Yes.
you reach the door to sickbay.
And I'm guessing the sick bay is not opening. Well, I'm gonna quickly also call up to the captain.
Hang on, the door to sickbay honks back at you, and the computer reads out to you. Access denied. Sickbay quarantine in effect.
Oh, tap my badge and ring up the captain as well.
This is the captain, go ahead.
Captain, I'm not feeling the best, and I've attempted to go to sickbay to find it's been sealed due to quarantine.
Dr. Maselli has discovered the presence of an airborne virus aboard the ship. Are you feeling the same symptoms? Are you all right? What's going on?
Feeling slight clamminess and
Okay.
we've already had 2 people not report for duty on the bridge, correct?
That is correct. Where were you, Commander? Just,
I
as a
was
precaution.
I was working my way towards sickbay to work on our Tholian disguise, for lack of better words.
Did you ever make it to engineering?
Sir, I've spent most of my time in engineering.
Good God. Okay, give me a second. Jacoby out. Computer, initiate ship-wide quarantine decontamination process. Authorization code Jacoby Alpha Delta 3-1. Quarantine engineering and quarantine the bridge as well. And patch me through to Dr. Maselli.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, Doctor. Like, a couple moments before the captain chimed down to you, you heard the announcement over the ship-wide loudspeakers, ship-wide quarantine in effect.
Yeah, are you trying to one-up me here, Captain? What's going on?
Doctor, I'd suggest you open your doors. You have a guest who'd very much like to speak with you, and he's been some places. The entire ship, as we now know it, is compromised.
I'll work as fast as I can. As fast as I can. And I'll walk over to the door and open it up.
Yeah. And you have to, you give your doctor's authorization, because that's one of the other...
Maselli authorization code 722 Alpha Green Tango.
Yeah, because it's one of those perks of being the chief medical officer during the quarantine is you can go between the quarantine zones.
Mm-hmm.
Door opens, and Valak enters. Valak, Maselli has these bags under her eyes that makes it look like she hasn't slept in a week.
She looks worse than I do.
Yep.
Doctor, you seem worse off than I do.
Which is not good because, not to brag, but I am the most skilled virologist. Between myself, it's possible I was affected by the Zonin, but it's more likely I was affected earlier. And between myself, yourself, and him, we cover most of the ship. So if we do not act quickly, the entire ship will be contaminated.
Yes, we also know that Zumo Amari did not report to replace Zonin here. It is my assumption that he is also sick.
I'll tap my communicator. Computer, locate Zumo Amari.
Zumo Amari is in his quarters.
I'll tap my communicator again. Dr. Maselli says, what is his rank? Crewman Omari.
There's no reply.
Oh, dear. We have, decontamination, we have, hazmat suits, right? I don't know what you would call them, like not space suits, but look like things you'd wear to not infect others.
The hazard suit things. Yeah, I don't know what they call them. Yeah.
Do I have some of those?
You can call upon your improved medical bay to have some.
Okay.
That's the perk the ship has, I think, so yeah.
I'm asking because I feel like you could use those to move around without infecting you.
Yep, you're gonna do the opposite. Yeah, you're gonna keep the infection in you or your suit. Yeah, yes. I gotcha.
Well, my thought was if he's infected, we should drag him and bring him here to study because the more sample size, the better. And if we collect all the sick in one spot, that's better. Captain, if you're speaking, I can't hear you.
No.
Oh, I just saw the Grenden's green circle was moving anyway. Nurse Rothrack, could you get a hazmat suit and could you bring crewman Omari back to sick bay? I would like to collect all of the sick here. That way, you could have them in one spot. Yeah, that was the Windows error sound, wasn't it?
Yeah, Grennan. What's going on? Uh-oh.
Boy.
There we go.
Hey, there he is.
So,
Yay. So the joke I
asked the nurse if she can fetch.
Yeah. The joke I had made was that there's like a closet on the wall that the set designers never did anything with it, and there's nothing actually behind it. And so for this episode, they actually put something behind it, and it's the decon suits.
It's this closet right here in this background. We finally walked back
there
in
we
the
go.
Yes, Nurse Rothrack, please go down to the junior officer crew quarters and fetch him. And fetch anyone else who's sick and bring them here. The more cultures of the virus we can find, the better chance we have of breaking it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and before you go, perhaps, Doctor, we should get samples of all of us here. I'm assuming we've been affected.
Yes. Let's get right on.
You got that, Grennan?
Oh,
No
boy.
one else hears him right now.
Nope. Nope. He's back out again.
Well, I'd say that sounds like a reasonable assumption. God, Jesus. You'll get it.
Remember, if he's not back within 15 minutes.
We're legally
Hello, I'm
allowed
back.
to
My
leave.
internet bleeped out. Oh,
So,
God.
Battlestar Galactica.
There we are.
Hey.
This time it had nothing to do with my internet. It happened because I think I accidentally put my foot on the cable that leads my
Gotcha.
leads from my audio interface to my computer, so it pulled my audio interface out entirely.
Alright, so I don't know if you heard it, but,
I heard everything.
okay, collect the culture of everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word, culture, before they leave.
Yes, sure. Give me a control medicine difficulty of 2 to get a culture of everyone here. Essentially, this will act as an advantage.
Okay. Have another threat for 3 dice.
Nice.
Thank God.
Okay. You get your hands on another culture from both of you, and at this point, the two of them come back out. They're like, they're all suited up. Zerothrak has a slightly larger Enviro helmet than the others because there's a Starfleet standard issue for people who have large forehead protrusions or head protrusions.
Yep.
Alright, well, Godspeed, you two. And I will return to my desk and keep studying the virus.
And I'm going to say that for them to go around and check on people and to collect Amari and what have you, that'll be the use of your medical. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you using your medical personnel to pull this off.
That's fine.
Nice.
And I assume, Valak, are you gonna join Maselli, or are you going to take a place on a bio bed?
Actually, I'll quickly talk, Doctor. If I can be any assistance, of course I will. But I will also need to contact engineering and see if they've started a project that we were working on.
truth be told, in this scenario, even the basic medical extension courses might be enough. That you took in the academy might be enough to help me here, because I need all the help I can get. But first, you are free to contact an engineer.
Very good, and I do have at least some medical knowledge given my studies in cybernetics, so
Wonderful.
it should help.
Very good.
Quickly, just I'll contact engineering once more and be like, I am currently quarantined, as you are separated from as well. Start that project with Rugan if you can.
Very good. We'll try our best to quarantine, sir. We're a bit worried about you. We were just about to try to contact you.
Of course. Do the best we can given the quarantine situation. I'll be attempting to help the doctor while we can.
Very good. Engineering out. So, it is time to make that. You're gonna make that insight medicine check again?
Yeah, but I have one question first. A two-part question. Does the focus in research apply?
I will allow it to apply, yes.
Cool.
Okay, in 1 second, I have to check a talent. Would you allow the lab rat talents to apply?
Oh, absolutely. You're doing medical research in a lab. Like you're doing laboratory
Awesome.
like that's what this whole little area back here.
Mhm.
That's what that's supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be a little bit of a lab space. Not as advanced as maybe some of the bio labs.
Of course.
A couple floors up, but yeah, this lets you do some of the stuff that is expected of medical professionals, like some base viral tests. So yes, absolutely, lab rat comes into play. What does that do again?
It gives me a progression 1 effect, which means every effect you roll gets 2 instead of 1. I believe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, so now I'm in a much better state because I didn't think about those two at first.
And
Okay.
can I also be assisting, I suppose? Or
Yep.
is it
Did
just
you-
a...
You
Alright.
specified you were doing so.
Alright, so I have 1 threat for 3 dice, and let's take a crack at this again. Okay, so now we finally have some momentum on the board.
And the computer's medicine.
Coming up.
Come on, ship.
There you go.
Cool.
Okay, you gain a momentum, I think.
Yes, we gain. Yes. We gain 1 moment.
Okay, roll your 7 challenge dice, and you do have the essentially vicious effect.
Yep.
Which comes very handy here, so that's 6.
-2 for resistance. Do you want to spend 1 to re-roll those 4?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give us that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11. It's 11 work -2. That's 9 work, which is 2 breakthroughs.
Wow.
Excellent.
Because that hit that does 5 work, and it hits the work
Hit
track.
work track.
It's the work track.
Okay.
However, I am going to go. You make great strides in identifying this virus and what it's doing and how it's spreading. Meanwhile, up on the bridge. Jueza,
Yes.
I need you to make me a insight security difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's sensor security, so that's only difficulty 1.
Okay. Difficulty 1, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
It'll give you 1 threat just to be on the safe side here.
good idea. Also, I've been duplicated.
Oh, oops, sorry. I did not remove you from the map.
Okay, I was gonna say, just check to see
Gosh
if
darn.
there's no mustache, in which case that's a mere 1.
Yeah, which is still enough to succeed. Hang on.
But
Hang on, give me a minute. I have to send,
Gonna send me bad news.
Yeah.
Because I don't like bad news.
We're in bad news upon bad news upon bad news right now. We're just stacking stuff on.
I always shoot the messenger. Sir, I've been analyzing the tactical sensors, and it appears that 3 of the spinners will eventually head right our way with their current patterns.
anything we can do to avoid it?
The obvious answer to that would be leave where you currently are.
I see. What's the time frame on this, Chief?
I'll let that be your free.
Checking.
I was gonna say I'll let that be your free question.
Yes.
Couple calculations, sir. Their speed is variable, but my best guess would be about 8 hours.
Oh dear. And with an epidemic aboard my ship as well. Very well. Could you have us prepped to move out in about 8 hours should no solution arrive? Try and looking for some alternatives where we could possibly hide from the
hang on.
patrols.
Jueza, Rugan, make me fitness medicine checks, difficulty 4.
Uh-oh. Can I use either athletics or survival?
I'll allow athletics at increased
Okay.
complication range.
Of course. Alright.
Rudan, you got that?
Yep, give me just a moment.
You said this is difficulty 4?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll give you 3 threat to at least give myself a shot.
Which I'm spending... no, I won't spend any on you.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the good stuff. As...
So I don't know who pissed off a leprechaun. Like, what's going on?
Now Rugan. Are you gonna give me any threat or no?
No, he didn't. He straight up just rolled 2. It's a tough task.
Yeah, but his is not too bad.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh, buddies.
I'm not sure. Am I able to give you credit for
Yeah,
that?
you would have had to declare it before.
Oh, buddies, that's what you gave us a really hard task, and if you don't potentially succeed at,
You would have had to
Anyways.
declare threat before rolling.
then nope.
So,
No doubt for that regardless.
Rugan, you start to feel a bit of a cramp in your stomach. And Captain, you notice as Chueza is talking, his face starts to go a bit pale, and then right in the middle of a sentence, he pitches forward in his chair and tumbles to the floor.
Oh God.
Because that's how I'm making that complication manifest.
Yep.
Okay, Captain to Dr. Maselli, we have an emergency here on the bridge. My chief of security just keeled over.
Yes, sir. I'll send the team up immediately.
Thank you. Post haste, please. Oh God, oh God.
Please, sir.
Okay, there's gotta be some emergency medical packs on the walls, right?
Yeah, there are emergency first aid kits.
Sure, okay. Let me grab my tricorder, that's in the chair, well, like, next to me in the chair.
Yep.
Run over to the emergency medical pack and bring it over to Joyza.
Okay, you're just trying to keep him okay?
Relatively stable. If I have to eject him with epinephrine, I'll do it.
Okay. Give me daring medicine, difficulty 2.
Oh God. Are you ready to die?
This is gonna be good.
Well,
Okay.
end of a legend.
I'm gonna use my, actually, you know what, screw it. We'll just bareback it. Let's go. This is a score of 10.
Hang on. I'm
Three
spending
momentum.
spending 2 threat to increase the comp range by 1.
I'll take it. Fine. You're gonna take 3 threats, so I can have 2 additional dice. Will my focus in gambling upon you?
No, it will not, and I'm spending 2 more of that threat you just gave me to increase the complication range to 3.
Okay, will my focus and hazard awareness apply here?
No.
Okay.
I'd
Here
accept
goes nothing.
I was gonna say I'd accept emergency medicine, but nah.
I got it! Ha!
Ooh. You gain a momentum.
Yes, I do.
As Jueza, you're feeling really woozy, but you come to. I mean, you don't think you'll be able to stand up, but at least you're not unconscious anymore.
Captain, what happened?
Chief, you okay?
Kind of.
Well, you took a bit of a tumble, but I think you'll be fine. What the hell? Where's this coming from? Any word on that doctor?
And at that moment, the doors open. Oh, that's not the token. Hang on. Gotta grab it from the sick bay. Copy. Past.
Cool.
And Zerothrak comes onto the bridge. You see she's decked out in a hazard suit, which they're the color of those like red surgical scrubs that they used in DS9.
Okay, nurse, this is him right here. Can you manage on your own, or do you need help?
I think I can handle.
Okay, thank you.
Here, come on. Let's get you to your feet. And give me a fitness medicine difficulty 1 check just to push yourself to your feet.
Got that, Joyza?
Fitness, security...
Medicine.
Fitness medicine.
Madison,
man.
yeah.
Darn.
It was security. Trying to forcefully push yourself up.
Can I use athletics to push myself
Yes,
up?
absolutely. Athletics works for that.
Did
Alright.
Rugan pass his check?
Hang on.
No, he did not.
He did not. He just hasn't said anything yet. Yeah, you managed to push yourself to your feet. And yeah, Rugan, as your stomach is just turning in on itself, you watch as the nurse is starting to walk back with Jueza towards the door.
If I may, Captain, I'm unsure as to whether or not I am properly myself.
Are you feeling sick too?
Over.
Oh, you're gonna keel over. Okay. God damn it, everyone on my bridge is just dropping like flies.
He immediately gets back up. I am good. All right, let's do this.
Nurse, can you get him down to the sick bay as well? God damn it.
Are you able to walk?
I believe so.
Very good. Just follow me. I'll try to help you best I can. I'm only one woman.
Your work is appreciated, nurse. Trust me.
Should I help escort him down?
You will not be escorting anyone, Chief. Keep your mouth shut and go down to sick bay and be a good sick boy.
Oh no.
Take your meds.
But, sir.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Alright. We have a replicator here on the bridge, right?
Oh yes.
Right. Computer. Coffee. Hot. Give me 1 milligram of amphetamines in it.
Oh no.
Now, this is a plan that can't fail.
What could go wrong?
Meanwhile, back down to sickbay.
The captain is going to become to the Tholians what that one Finnish skier was to the Germans.
Oh, now I see it. It makes so much sense. Look at the way the DNA strands connect together. Oh my god, I understand it now. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, and at that moment, Zerothrak opens back up the door to sickbay, lugging Jueza over his shoulder with Rugan following not too far behind him.
I will quickly go over and help them as well, since I actually did succeed at my check.
The nurse looks over to you, doctor, and calls through the sick bay. I think we're going to need to set up the some of the temporary sick bay bedding.
Understood. You have authorization.
Great.
How many crew members have been infected so far?
Currently, I'll say that this is part of your, the advantage that the two of them are, the advantage that they've created is that they have an idea. I am going to roll. Currently, the number we've counted is, 10, including these two, and, well, everyone in here. So we've only had a few other cases cropping up so far, and we've got, more on the way. And at this moment, no, not him.
Wrong one.
Wrong one. This one. She comes in behind you, carrying Omari. And she pulls him over to the bed here and sets him down. Sorry to drop and run, but more cases all over the ship.
How long has it been?
It has probably been maybe 45 minutes since Yakumo first brought Tizonin in.
Oh god, we're dealing with an exponential rate of increase. Wow. 5 minutes and we've got 10 crew members. It's almost a tenth of this ship's crew. I have to redouble my effort. I have to reverse the polarity of the neutron.
Wrong franchise.
Doctor, I believe it is all right. We have made great progress.
Okay.
We will find a solution.
Okay. Right, just keep on. Okay. Next check. Can I do the next check?
Yep.
All right. I will spend the. Do we still have that one momentum?
We do.
Okay. I'm going to spend that.
Fine.
Silver focus. And go for it. Yes. Okay.
And the ship's computer's medicine.
And because we have 2 breakthroughs, the difficulty is down to 1.
Correct.
So, and actually, we just got
4 successes, and let's see what the ship does. Or 4 momentum.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I might have just put it all together.
Why?
So of that 4 we gained, we're quashing that with 2 of them.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 momentum, 7 dice coming.
There you go. That's 2, 4, 6,
Wow.
8, 10,
We've got
11. And yeah, that'll complete the work track. Well, the good news is you have identified the or at least you've figured out how this thing managed to mutate. You don't know quite who patient 0 might be, but you figure that actually no, it would be Tizonin who's patient 0 for this. Is how I'm gonna run this.
Cool.
He appears to be running. He appears to be suffering from a mutated case of an Andorian cough. It's sort of like an Andorian whooping cough. But it looks like it's changed a bit. You don't know what could have caused the change. It could just be a freak random mutation.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the last part? Could you repeat the last part?
It's likely that this is probably... You don't know what could have caused this sort of a mutation. But...
I do have 2 momentum. Could I spend that to figure it out? Those for
okay.
question?
Yeah, what could have caused it to mutate like that? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I just gotta... you see, I have to come up with something. Give me a moment. Well, you see, usually this is something that usually only affects younger Andorians. I mean, it's like the measles. You're supposed to get the measles super young, and then you fight it off, and it doesn't come back, and then you're good. It seems that it probably was that something perhaps in his diet weakened his immune system.
Oh my god, I told him to lay off the Romulan ale.
And it allowed something, it allowed, what it probably allowed was it allowed the virus to enter his system. His immune system did its best to fight it off. And so it stayed in his system until it mutated into something else, and then it started to spread.
Okay.
And with the completion of this test, I will give you another piece of information for absolutely free. this rate of spread, if something isn't done to cure this, the entire ship will probably be incapacitated in 5 hours.
Okay.
That's the bad news. Good news is, this will pass. This is something that's usually only deadly to the to those with especially compromised immune systems or young children. But you're all adults. This will likely pass through, and yeah, it'll suck, but in a day or so, everyone should pass through it okay. But as said, in about 5 hours, if untreated, you're looking at the entire ship being incapacitated by this thing.
Which isn't acceptable because the ship would be adrift in space and then discovered by Philippines, captured or blown up. Who knows what? Okay. I will tap my communicator. Masali to Jacoby.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Would you like the bad news or the good news first?
Oh God, hit me with the good news first.
Good news. Within 24 hours, this whole virus will disappear.
That's the bad news, Doctor, because we're going to be discovered in 8 hours' time.
Well, no. That was the only bit of good news I had, because the good news I have is that... Wait, I'm sorry. Look, I'm so sick. I can't figure the two out from each other. The bad news is, within 5 hours, everyone's going to be infected. It's going at an exponential rate. Sick bay is already overloaded. I've already authorized the mess hall to be turned into an emergency sick bay. We have to work. We have to come up with a cure very quickly, or the ship will be adrift in space.
I understand, Doctor, but tell me about the people who are infected. Have they still retained their motor capabilities and thought?
The severity seems to vary from person to person. It appears to show the standard symptoms of the flu: a fever, cough, some vomiting, nausea. Some are incapacitated, but not all. But GM, what percentage seem to be incapacitated? And does it look like everyone will be incapacitated eventually, or can we avoid that by pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps?
Well, so the best way I can put this to you is that out of the 10 known cases so far, I'd reckon that about 4 of them have been rendered completely unconscious. And it's the way I can put this to you is that 5-hour mark I gave you, that could be pushed back with if the medical department worked some miracles. You could push that 5-hour mark back.
But is it like, do I think I'm heading towards being incapacitated, or does it look like this is as bad as it's going to be for myself?
I'll let you spend a momentum to get that answer.
Sure.
You figure that in a couple of hours, the virus is probably going to make another push.
Okay.
Because it'll encounter the next wave of resistance from your immune system.
40% of current cases are currently incapacitated, but that could increase. However, I can't, in good faith, recommend Commander Valak or Lieutenant Lucan return to duty soon.
see. Well, here's what I'm saying. Commander Volok and Lieutenant Regan and Chief Jueza are still capable of processing thought and have basic motor capabilities. Send them back to engineering and have them work on this device. Per your discretion, of course. But if we want to get to relative safety, we need to get through the net.
Out of character, is anyone else in engineering so far showing symptoms, or is
That was
it
going to be my
contained
next
there?
question.
Zerothrak looks in and says, I did hear word down from engineering. At least a couple of people have fallen ill. One Ishikura Yakumo?
God damn it.
Of course.
Which is me, which, by the by, I'll spend 2 threat to knock him out of your usable pool of NPCs.
Yep.
You know, Captain, maybe you're right at this point that quarantine isn't doing anything if the virus is already in every part of the ship. It goes against my best instincts as a physician, but if we must do this, I will allow them to return to duty. And I'll tap off my communicator, walk over to Volok and Rugan. Is Juisa conscious now?
Barely. He's standing, but he'll probably need help moving him around.
Alright, well, if he's so bad he can't walk of his own ability, he should stay in bed. I don't want this man dying. Commander, Lieutenant, given the severity of the danger of our situation and the fact that the virus already spread to engineering, the captain has recommended that the two of you go down to engineering and continue your duties. And I think I have to agree. However, if your condition worsens, please come back here.
Understood.
We can't have anyone dying.
Indeed, I must agree with your assessment.
Yes. We shall head down. And we will keep an eye on ourselves and anyone else in engineering.
Thank you. Godspeed. And now I would like to begin work on a vaccine.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna go. There are a number of things that can be done over... we are now entering a timed challenge. So, in 5 hours, ship will be incapacitated. 8 hours, Tholians arrive. Every interval will take 15 minutes. Each task takes 2 intervals. However, you can bring that down to 1 by spending a momentum. There are a number of things you can do. You can try to work on something that might improve, completely fight this off, which will be a whole nother extended task. Or, something else you can do, Doctor, that is on your side, is you can work to improve the immune responses of the other crew members.
Sorry, could you repeat?
Huh?
I'm confused. What are my 2 options?
You can work on like a cure for the disease, Another thing you can do with your time, that I'll be fair. I'll actually be fair to this. I'm gonna make an adjustment. Not every task will take 2 intervals. Each task to cure disease will take 2 intervals. Each task to improve immunity will only take 1 interval. But it will only be for an individual person. So basically what it does is each time you make that task to improve someone's immunity, you're effectively giving them an advantage, lower 1 difficulty, on their check to not get worse.
Okay.
Cool.
Because in a couple hours, people are going to have to start making checks again.
Okay.
And by the by, the engineering security side of things checks to work on Tholian problem take 2 intervals. So that's the that's sort of how I'm laying this out for you. Of course, if you guys have any other ideas or suggestions or things you want to try to pull off, I'm sure I can improvise its way into this extended this timed task.
Okay. Well, first up, considering you know he's the captain of this vessel, I guess I'd like to boost the immunity of the captain.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling anything so far.
You're gonna
Yes.
have to make checks eventually here, and it's the immunity boost makes it easier for you on those checks.
Yeah, and I would rather you continue to be the captain and Volok keep working on this thing rather than you go down and then Volok has
And
to go
this doesn't
take
make
command of the ship.
this doesn't
And
make
then
it.
John, know what I mean?
This doesn't make a ton of difference right this very second, but we're in a new scene, so you would have lost a momentum if you had it.
Yep.
Okay.
So, new scene. Because the the last scene ends with that revelation of, oh no, we only have 5 hours, but the Tholians arrive in 8.
Commercial break.
Yeah,
The power of Grayskull and all that.
fade to black. Star Trek Hadfield will return after these messages. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buy Rethins into Toyota. Okay, but what's the check to improve the captain's immunity?
That'll be a control medicine, difficulty of 2.
Okay. Alright, well, have a threat with 3 dice.
Nice. I will happily take a threat for 3 dice. And you gain a momentum.
Yay.
Hey,
So, Captain, note down that you have an advantage
Alright.
for the check.
Thank you, Doctor. I gave myself a little dose of amphetamines in my coffee, but this will help too.
You gave yourself a dose of what?
And
Nothing,
cuts
just go back to
comes.
sickbay.
And cuts comes. Beautiful. So that is 15 minutes that you have spent.
Okay. And I assume at the same time, Volok and Vugan are working on making a Tholian ship?
Yes, however, before we get to them, because their stuff will take 2 intervals, you still have 15 minutes in your 30-minute slot.
Could I improve my own immunity?
That you could.
Can physician heal thyself?
Yep.
Okay.
You can absolutely do
Yep.
that. And
Alright, well, 1 momentum for 3 dice.
and this will have a complication range of 2 because you already failed at this once before. Like, you already... You are currently under the ill effects of this virus already.
Overall, that's 0.
I was gonna say reroll complication. Ah, drat.
But alright, so 1 momentum back, and my immunity should be better.
Yes, so you now have an advantage, so it will be less sucky. I'm trying to find that damn thing about how diseases work, the thing in the medical book, because it's kind of neat. Oh, here it is. It's like I kept scrolling right past it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay. So this will be curing the hazard itself is more complex. Each medical task, difficulty equal to its virulence. To treat the hazard counts as one successful task to resist it for the purposes of the disease being cured. Okay. I'm gonna go with something slightly different for this one. I'm not gonna go with these rules right now. If I had read these rules a bit closer before I'd run this episode, I'd use them. But I'm gonna just do something different. I'm just gonna go with the tried and true extended task.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
So this will be an extended task. This will be reason, medicine, difficulty of 4, magnitude of 5, work track of 18. And that'll do for now. That'll do.
Okay.
And you still have that increased comp range. Good news. This does still, however, benefit from your lab rat.
Hey.
So that's
Do I get the research focus?
yes. I'll absolutely allow that.
Okay. I will spend our 1 momentum for 3 dice, and I give you 2 threat of total of 4.
Oof.
Okay.
You do get a reroll, and the ship's computer's medicine also assists.
Yeah.
I will reroll that complication. Okay.
See if the ship gets you the final success you need. It does. This will, however, take you 2 intervals.
Okay.
So, by the by, I would like to ask that you all keep track of your intervals and how much time you have spent.
Oh yeah.
That's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 work. That is a breakthrough.
Okay.
So you're at 1 breakthrough out of 5.
Would you like to cut to the other 2 now?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So we will cut down to engineering.
Cool.
I think Jueza's staying in sickbay. As Valak,
Yes.
you are working quite furiously in engineering, looking over sensor what's it? Sensor streams from the bridge.
Yep, I believe Regan was going to be assisting as well.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
I tend to be.
It's like, and you've knocked out my other potential crew support. The only one left is Biz, but I don't want to take it from the bridge.
You know, you could always create a new one.
Oh, I absolutely could, I know, and I've already got some ideas. But for now, I need to see what the check is. Like.
Okay, so I think the thing though, the reason I kept it vague as to exactly the checks you're going to make is because I haven't yet received. I haven't yet learned how you guys plan on handling this.
Yeah.
What direction you're going to try and go.
My thought first was, like, I'm assuming we have, like, these ships have to have some sort of, like, transponder or something to let other ships know who we are. Is there a way we can alter ours?
Okay, you're looking to perhaps alter your own transponder signal.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a let me see. Alter your own transponder signal. Give me a reason engineering difficulty of 3 just to see if this is something that you could pull off. I'll be right back.
Cool. Oh boy. It's like, guys, we're doing great. I swear we're doing great. Christ. Oh Christ! Thank God we're gone. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh. I only just returned now to see that. Ooh, that's rough. I will let you use computers engineering to assist. Oh. My mic was off.
Oh well, that'll do it too. One, I gave you I was gonna give you a threat for a die.
Yep, and I will, I should have specified this. I will let the computers engineering assist.
Come in.
Well, the computers can assist as well. Okay.
And, and Rugon gets to assist with his own reason engineering.
I was gonna say, we brought him down here just to do that.
Oh, he did roll. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so you
We
succeeded.
Get a momentum.
Oh! Okay, yay. Would you like to lower the amount of time spent, or are you good with that? You good with that taking half an hour?
For now, we'll let this take half an hour.
Okay, as you ruminate it over, you figure a number of things will have to be done. This won't be an extended, well, there will be an extended task involved, but it will be a small one. The steps you are going to have to take to pull this off is you can do it. Is you will have to copy a copy Tholian transponder coordinates or transponder signals.
Okay.
You will have to modify comms arrays to mask transponder signal. And one more thing. You will have to decrypt Tholian communications frequencies.
Gotcha.
And you can do those 3 things. You should be able to fool the... you should be able to fool them.
All right.
Or at the very least, you should be able to fool the net. The net won't.
Yeah.
The net won't be looking. Won't be doing a scanner sweep to try to determine what kind of starship you are. It's just going to be reading your transponder beacon. A Tholian ship would see through that pretty easily.
Oh yeah, they see we're a Starfleet ship. We'd be screwed.
Yeah, they'd see what kind of ship you were. They'd just be reading your transponder beacon as Tholian and be confused for about half a second before they did a scanner check and realized what you were up to.
Yep.
So, that's the test for you guys going forward. There is still another 15 minutes before Misselli's, we drop back in on Misselli, so would you like to continue working?
Actually, we should have a whole half hour still, right? Yeah.
Only quarter of an hour, because Misselli's first task only took 15 minutes, because the improve immunity only takes 1 interval.
She did herself and the captain. That's 2.
Oh, that's only 2. So, yeah, it does go back to her. Right. She didn't actually do any... Wait, no. She did work on curing the disease.
No. She did work on the cured disease and 2
Oh,
immune
that's right.
I'm up
so
to
that's a
interval
total.
4.
Oh,
I've been 4 intervals.
yeah,
I'm on interval 5.
Oh.
I'm on interval 3.
Oh, okay. So, yes, you guys do have another half an hour. My B.
Yep, we're good.
So, yes, if you want to work on copying those Tholian transponder signals...
Let's do that.
Yep. This will be a control security difficulty opposed by the, because I assume what you are going to have to do is you're going to have to try to copy the transponder signals of the Tholian craft currently inbound on your position.
That's our option right now, yeah.
So it will be opposed by them.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
To see if they spot what you are trying to do. It'll be difficulty opposed.
Better with machines than people.
Let me look at your stuff.
On to the next miracle.
I'll allow better with machines than people as you're working the
Cool.
Communications array.
Cool. I will also give you 2 threat.
Gonna spend those 2 threat and 1 more to give them more dice.
Thought so.
Cause yeah, of course.
And I'm assuming Rugon can assist.
Yes, he can.
can the ship assist again, or is it
Yes, communications security.
cool?
Communications security, okay. Here's the ship.
So that's 6 successes.
Let's see.
Because you spent a determination.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm forgetting to add the determination. Yes. Cool.
Okay, let's see what they get. Great. Thanks, guys. Awesome. You guys are fantastic. Let's see what their ship gets. Let's see what the other 2 ships get. Okay, that is garbage. You guys are garbage.
Everyone is rolling garbage today, just all across the board.
They got 2 successes. Awesome.
We got 6.
So 4 momentum gained. As you rather skillfully copy the transponder signals of the 3 spinners, and you figure that if you realign the realign the primary communications modules at the back of the back of the saucer section, and modify the communications array in the deflector dish, you should basically be able to spoof your signal to look like a squadron of 3 Tholian spinners.
Cool.
Would you like to spend any of that momentum you just gained to keep your time down?
Not this time either. I'm hoping it can be used when we go back to the doctor to do what she can.
Yep. Oh, and just so you know, Rugon, going forward, you're okay right now because you've just been rolling well. You're at complication range 2 because you failed your last check.
Good to know. Thank you.
So that's just for future reference. All right. Back to the doctor.
By the way, we're now at an hour.
You're not there. And currently there are now more people in sick bay that are being brought in. They do sort of the, it's the thing where the scene begins as more nurses bring in more people on stretchers to...
Such tragedy. Okay. We have 5 momentum. So 1 momentum for 3 dice, and then the task is difficulty 3. So yeah, then 2 threat for 4. That's. I will reroll that 0. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 5, 6 minus 3.
So how much work are you at?
8 work.
8 work?
That's great.
I am gonna I'm gonna spend 2 threat to create a complication of rapid viral mutation, where the virus starts rapidly mutating and you're struggling to keep up with it. You lose 4 work.
Okay.
You still have the breakthroughs,
Okay.
but you lose 4 work off the work track.
Okay.
Alright, but she did just do this wonderfulness. So.
Yes. Okay. So I spent 1 momentum, but I gained 3. So.
Yep. So we've passed, we filled it and got.
Yeah, you're at a
Yeah.
float.
Okay. So. I can make this roll and then see what I want to do with the float, right?
Yep,
The challenge die roll.
Yep.
exactly.
Okay. I will re-roll those 3.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. God. I'm going to spend 2 more threat to give you another setback to peel 4 work off of that. That's not enough to prevent you from getting a breakthrough, but you only get 8 work done, because no.
Okay, so I got 2 breakthroughs.
12 work if he's taking what he took.
12 work, and I will spend 1 momentum to get this done in 5 intervals.
You're bringing down the interval?
Interval.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, and then the next interval, this should only be, so it's 2 breakthroughs, so it should only be difficulty 3.
Or difficulty 2, because it's...
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
difficulty...
difficulty 4, right, okay, I knew that math didn't line up, that's why I paused.
the magnitude is 5.
Yeah, that's where I got the wrong number from. Okay, so difficulty...
Hang on. Gonna spend 2 threat to keep the difficulty at 3.
Right, okay.
I need
Like momentum.
Yep, 1 momentum for 3 dice, and then 2 threat for 4. And I will reroll that 0. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, so we have 1 float again.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will reroll those 4.
That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
7, 6.
Wait, 1, 2, wait, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 3 breakthroughs. And that does fill the work track. So I'll accept that, so that's 4 breakthroughs.
Maselli looking down at the virus in the petri dish. You ain't shit.
Okay. Are you not spending any threat?
I'm not gonna spend any more threat because I need to somehow keep things difficult for the other group.
Okay, so that's...
Because I thought...
So really, Maselli's just gonna solve this no problem. Meanwhile, we have to, try and come up with crazy engineering shenanigans while sick.
Are we cutting back to them? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, back to you guys. Now, you're going to be modifying the comms arrays to mask your transponder signal.
Yeah.
Valak, it's time for that thing that I know you love.
Yeah, but I have momentum.
Time for an extended task.
Yep.
Control engineering. Difficulty of 4. Magnitude of 3. No. Magnitude 5. Because I have to make this hard for you, Valak. Because you break these tests.
Keep giving them to me.
Work track of 15. Resistance of 2. Oh, there you go, Rugan. What focus did you use, Rugan?
Either team dynamics or computers or...
Yeah, I'll let Team Dynamics work.
There you go.
Okay, so, it's going to spend some momentum for some die, and 14 done. I've got computers, electroplasma systems, cybernet. I don't think anything.
Yeah, I don't think you have a focus.
Focuses. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend for some die momentum, and let's see what happens.
Nice! 2 momentum gained. The ship does not assist because you are making a modification to a ship's systems.
To the ship, yes.
Yeah, it's when you're changing something within the ship doesn't help you because you're trying to make the ship do something it doesn't normally do.
Okay. Cool, and then
Time to watch as Volok just breaks this extended task.
good God, we just okay. Take a momentum to re-roll some dice. So that's 1, 2, 3. Why is it not re-rolling? What's going on?
There you go. And I think you burst through some of that resistance because one of your talents, right?
Yup. I get through 2 resistance for every effect rolled.
I hate you so much. That's so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 work done.
Oh, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9 work. I also get 2 when I get a effect.
Oh well, good for you.
So that's a breakthrough. So that's 2 breakthroughs.
Okay. Are you gonna keep the time down?
Oh, good for you. How was it?
Yeah, let's do that too.
Okay, so you've only taken 15 minutes to do this part. Your next check, I'm gonna spend 2 threat to keep the time, to keep the difficulty at 3.
Okay, so gonna be difficult 3. Let's once again use a momentum, but then also use 2 threat for you to keep it at 4 dice.
That's not enough. Are you gonna spend any of your momentum to keep the time down? So that you don't waste half an hour? Volok? Hello? Am I the only one who can't hear him?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can hear
Hmm.
him.
Hang on a moment.
Buddy, just everyone leaves. Alright,
There we go.
you guys are back now. Can you hear each
Yep.
other?
I can hear you. Volok.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Yeah, there you are. There you
Hello.
are.
Okay, so yes, I was going to say once again, I'm spending a momentum to keep the time down.
Okay. However, I am spending 2 threat to kill 4 of your work.
Okay.
Because I don't like you. Back to sickbay.
Alright, let's wrap this up. 1 momentum for 3 dice. Let's go. Okay, that's enough.
And the ship's computer's medicine.
Coming up. Computers. There you go.
Alright,
much.
that's 1 momentum. Actually, no, that's 3 momentum.
I was gonna say, yeah, you filled up the word track and everything, so
Yeah.
Wait, that's 4 momentum. It's difficulty 0.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
You guys are
can
really
cap
good
this
at
off.
extended tasks.
Yeah, I think we're more very good at accented tasks at the skills we're built towards. Like, I am terrible at engineering extended tasks. It's just,
Yep.
anyways. Okay, that's
Yeah,
2,
that
4, 6, 8. Yeah, that's it.
that does it. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I don't think. I mean, I could spend a bunch of threat and make it not happen, but nah. Yep, you've worked it out. I mean, it's mainly Dr. Maselli. It's you had to make some very radical adjustments to the standard treatment for this Andorian cough, because again, it's a treatment that it was first off a treatment designed for younger folk, or those immunocompromised. So you had to figure out a way to first off bump up its power, because usually it's like usually they don't give you a ton of it because they figure that the younger system or the immunocompromised system can't handle it. But these are full-grown adults. They can handle a stronger dose of medicine. So that was the first.
We're taking a full aspirin, not a baby aspirin.
Yep. Yep. So the next thing you had to do, though, was once you did that, once you had your basis, then you had to actually adjust it for this new mutated strain. And that was the hard part. But you think you finally got it licked. So now, are you going to spend any momentum to keep the work down?
Sure.
You mean time down? Yeah.
I
Okay.
spent 1 momentum to keep the time down. And, do I need to do anything to worry about the distribution?
That's what I was going to get to.
Okay.
You have to now make some of this medication, which will be a control medicine task, difficulty of 3, and will take 2 intervals.
Okay.
But the ship's computers medicine will would it be computers? I don't think it would be computers.
Weapons medicine.
No. Computers medicine I think is the best I can is the thing I can make work for that. So assisted by computers medicine, difficulty of 3. This is to synthesize the medicine. Your chemistry focus comes into play.
Excellent. Okay.
Excelente. You're Italian.
Oh shoot. I don't know. Oh, I meant to say I spent 1 momentum for 3 dice.
Yep, you're good.
I don't know, what is excellent in Italian? I don't know.
I gotta ask my sister because she took Italian.
Okay. I use difficulty 3, so we generate 2 momentum. So we're back up to full.
Awesome. So, are you gonna spend any momentum to keep your time down?
Yes, I will spend 1 momentum to keep our time down.
Okay, and that brings you to what time? Hour and a half or 2 hours?
Hour and a half, I believe.
Okay.
Hour and a half.
Yes.
So now back down to engineering.
Okay.
Yan.
Eccellente.
Eccellente.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh.
Perfection.
All right. So we need to try yet again on our task here. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to just use momentum for dice. Rugan can assist, correct?
Yep.
Cool. Come on, Rugan, get us more momentum.
Alright, let's do this. Sorry, the site's being a bit finicky. Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah.
And there we are.
Man, you are just on a roll, Rugan.
Yep, he is.
Wow.
That's 5.
I got a sickness, and the only cure is more science.
So we got the momentum I spent back.
And then some. Did you give me any threat or no?
No threat, I just
Nope.
did momentum. So
Awesome.
we got it back, yeah. So... What the hell? Okay, gotta use a momentum to re-roll some dice. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Work done. So that is a breakthrough. That's another breakthrough because of Miracle Worker. I also fill the track. So there's another breakthrough.
Which means another breakthrough. So how
We're
much work did
done.
you get done?
We got it. We're done.
Hang on, how much work did you get done?
So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 work.
Except I spend 4 threat and kill 8 of that work.
Stop winning, damn you! Stop winning!
Okay, so you killed 8 of the work of 11, which means we're only at 8 total now. Alright, so you killed 8 of that work. We only got 3 then in total. So
But if it makes you feel any better, that was pretty much all of my threat.
yep, but we don't succeed in this time. Let's go ahead and
As
momentum.
it's boy sticking to you. Do I 2 momentum?
Well, I'm gonna use some momentum to keep time down.
You only have to spend 1 momentum to keep time down.
I said some momentum.
Huh.
So it's just 1. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that it? Or you only did 1 task though, right?
Yep, that is just 1 interval.
Mm-hmm.
Because I spent that. Yeah. So we could do it again.
Yes you can.
And you cannot stop us this time. You have 1 momentum. And I'm not gonna give you any more. So okay. Yeah.
And Rugan.
Yes. I'm waiting for it to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you want me to try a roll for you?
No. I'll wait for Rugan's roll to go through.
Hey, that's a momentum.
All good, there we go.
grumble, grumble.
Okay.
Grumble, grumble.
That's 10.
Yeah, I think that... Does that finish you guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Awesome! Yay, you finish... in actuality, you do finish decrypting the signal.
Yeah.
Not decrypting the signal, you finish modifying the comms arrays.
Modifying our arrays. And
So-
we're going to use the momentum we're going to get us to keep time down as well.
Now it's just a matter of decrypting the Tholian communications frequencies to put on your dummy signals. To sickbay. So now, Maselli, the way this is gonna go is with a simple control medicine, difficulty 2 check. This essentially replaces your boost immune system check.
Cool.
So it has to be done one person at a time.
Yeah, it has to be done one
Yeah.
person at a time, but then they'll be cured and they don't have to make any more checks.
Okay. Well,
Which I imagine are about to start.
And I'll let you in on a little trick. Once the entire senior staff, once all the player characters have been treated, the disease will effectively be considered over as the medical crew delivers the medicine through the ship.
alright, well, here's the cure. People start regulating it and delivering it deck by deck. Organize yourselves into teams. We've got this now. I will go into the senior staff. First, I will get myself into my own little hazmat suit, and go to the bridge with the case and immunize the captain.
I will ask first, Doctor, though, would you like to try it on yourself?
I will do myself last.
Okay.
Okay.
This will be control medicine difficulty 2. With a complication range of 2 because you're still under the ill effects.
Okay. Does emergency medicine apply here?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
But, Captain, up on the bridge, Dr. Maselli enters in one of those hazard suits, and she has a case of small little, she has a little case, and presumably she opens it up, and you see it's full of these tiny little hypo canisters.
Ah, Doctor, you managed something?
Yes, it appears I did. Now, there's only one way to find out if it worked. I need your arm.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, I've been feeling just alright, you know, bit hyper, but, you know, just alright, just fine.
God.
I'm sorry.
Great.
Captain, you took amphetamines. The reason why you don't feel anything is because you're incredibly high. And as soon as this virus ends, I'm going to have to take you off the duty roster until you return to a normal state.
Nonsense. It was only 1 milligram.
Alright, 1 momentum for 3 dice. Let's get it out. I roll that 0.
Nice. You gain that momentum back. So the way I want to describe this hypospray to you is because I had a really neat idea of how this thing works. It's a slightly larger than normal hypospray for this kind of situation where you're treating a bunch of people at once. It has a rotating cylinder in the back that it hits the first hypospray. The cylinder rotates to fit the next hypo into place, and as soon as you pull away, there's a little thing that overhangs the injector of the hypo, and you see a bright little light flash over the hypo injector, sterilizing it.
Time to apply this medicine.
Thanks. Alright.
Well,
Down to engineer.
Okay, you still have 15 minutes before the end of the 2 hours.
Oh, do I have to set an interval to cut this down?
This is the minimum amount of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so, and how on interval 10? I said now I am on interval 10.
Yes, which this is the 2 hour point, right?
Yes.
So.
Yep.
So down to engineering. You two are just finishing up the last of your work. You're in the middle of this last round of adjustments when Dr. Maselli walks in.
Alright, boys. I am medicine. Let's hope this works.
Excellent work, Doctor. You've done very well. We would have been finished sooner. However, it feels like fate simply hates you sometimes.
One momentum for 3 dice. This will be for Rugon. I will re-roll them. Okay, that's momentum back. One momentum for Belong. I will re-roll the complication.
Hang on. You only get one every 15 minutes, so we'll come back.
Oh.
We will,
I'm sorry. I'm sick.
nope. we will come back to that, Doctor. So you
He wants me to have to make a roll, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Before.
you press it in. The second cylinder clicks into place. Rugon, you feel a good bit better. Dr. Maselli?
Yes.
Fitness medicine difficulty 5.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
This is what happens
Yeah.
when we're selfless people. Bites you in the ass.
Give her all of the momentum.
Okay. One momentum for 2 dice. You can have. You said it's difficulty 4.
5.
Difficulty 5. Oh Jesus.
Because this
Yeah.
thing, this has gotten worse.
Determination time.
Does the determination every life is precious apply when I'm specifically referring to myself?
Every life is precious, so yes.
Okay, that works. Okay, so
Yeah.
that means for
Okay,
one
so
determination I now have 2 successes.
That is correct. I'm going to give you the 2 momentum we have, so you can also do your re-roll.
Right.
So you're giving me
and I
one,
will-
so 1 threat and 2 momentum.
No, she spent her determination
Oh,
for a die.
and then the 2 momentum.
2 momentum for another die.
So I'm confused about the way the determination spent works. You spend 1 determination and then you instantly get 1 die that's 2 successes, right?
Correct. It acts as
You instantly get a die that's critical, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So
But then the most
the max
the
you,
most-
yeah,
The most you
the
can roll is 4.
yeah, so the max you'll be
Okay.
rolling is 4 this time.
Okay.
So,
I will spend 1 momentum to roll 3 dice.
2. You have to.
you have to spend 2 because there's technically a die you bought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Oh no, it's understandable. Yeah.
I've made that mistake
Hold
countless
on, there are
times.
still things about this game that confuse me. Okay, 2 momentum for 3 dice, and then 4 threat for 4 dice.
3 threat.
Yeah, 3 threat.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's cool.
It's okay.
It's a weird system. You can re-roll that
Because it is a medicine check.
Oh, okay, it is. Okay, so that is 4.
6 successes.
Get a momentum back.
As oh god, oh everything hurts, but you're still standing. You sort of against the bulkhead, but okay, you're standing. And this won't take any time. Give me a reason medicine check. Diff 2.
Okay.
as just sort of an off-the-cuff estimate.
1 momentum for 3 dice. Let's go. Alright, get it back.
Okay. You figure that you have an hour before the virus is going to make another attempt. However, in the meantime, Vlok, fitness medicine, difficulty 4.
Yeah. Going to spend a momentum. Going to give you 2 threats. And you know what? No, I'm going to give you what would that be? 5 threat.
How much threat?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do math. So I'm spending a momentum for a die. 2 threat for another die, and then another die. So 3 more. Yeah. So yeah, 5 threat, right? Yeah.
So 5 threat?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so hang on, here's what I'm gonna do, because you gave me just
Yep.
so very much
Yep.
threat. I'm
Oh, yeah.
spending 4 threat, increasing your complication range to 3.
Okay.
As Vlok immediately collapses to the floor in front of you.
Oh, Lord.
Jueza, fitness medicine, difficulty 5.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. Can I give you maybe 5 threat to do 5 dice?
Sure, I will then spend 4 of that threat to increase your complication range to 3.
Okay. Can I use survival, athletics, or anything like that?
If you use survival, I will put you at increased complication range to 4.
Yeah, I could go wrong.
Wait a second, your medicine is only 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have made any difference.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no.
The way the focus works is that. Never mind.
Yep. So, in your hospital bed, Jueza, you fall unconscious.
Blah.
But for now, we will jump back to Miss Selly.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
As
Can Lugon inject me as I inject Valak? Well, no, I'm wearing a hazmat suit, so never mind.
well, you're yes, that's right. You're wearing a hazmat suit. You would have to get out of it first.
Right, which would probably take an interval. Okay. Is there any increased difficulty on the roll to cure Valak?
Indeed, there is.
Okay.
And so for the first complication, first complication just increased the difficulty. Second complication, this is going to straight up change the task. As this is going to become a daring medicine task. Difficulty of 4.
Of course.
As not only are you trying to inject him and get the thing into his system, you're trying to keep him alive now, as it looks like his body has been fighting off this infection, but the fact that he's been pushing himself and working so hard meant that his immune system basically gave way all at once, and now the virus is running rampant in his system.
Well, because of that, yeah, Yeah, it worked so well, didn't it? Because of that, does my focus in emergency medicine apply?
Yes, this time it
Okay.
does. Because
Well,
you're
that, well,
having to
that
do.
had a silver
'cause-
lining.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah.
Um.
Rugon can assist.
Oh, okay. Rugan, what's your dairy medicine?
I think it's like 11.
It's actually 10.
Even better.
I mean, it's better than no assist roll at all.
That is true. However, we have no momentum, and it's difficulty 4.
Yeah. Funny how that momentum can just disappear on you, and I all of a sudden gain some threat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Could I, challenge the value? Every life is precious if I am kind of sacrificing my own well-being to save his.
I'm gonna say no, because if anything, I feel like that would kind of play into your value
That's
more
what I was
than play
thinking.
against
Yes,
it.
would.
Okay. Captain, have you used your determination?
No, and I can give you one.
Exactly, that's what I was going to ask. Would you mind doing that?
Yeah, which value applies though?
Every life is worth saving would be a value she can use in this situation. She just needs the determination to
I
spend.
don't have determination.
All
as a
yours.
The
All
yeah.
yours.
The only
Thank
thing
you.
I'm gonna require
Okay.
is that you quickly message up to the bridge to inform the captain of the situation so that he can give you his determination in some manner. Because that's the requirement of the.
Sure. I'll type my communicator. Captain,
Go ahead.
the situation has degraded seriously. Several patients now in critical condition, including Lieutenant Commander Verloc, and myself. The good news is the cure seems to be effective in those who have been cured.
Well, good job, Doctor. Keep in mind, every life matters.
Hey!
Yes, sir. I will redouble my efforts. And I will give you a threat, GM, for 1 die.
So that's 2 threat.
Oh yeah, 2 threat. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Two
You're
threat.
good. I'm gonna immediately spend it to increase the comp range, which doesn't even matter
Sorry,
to
I already
you.
rolled.
It's okay. You made it. I think. Because the first one was to just
Oh yeah,
increase.
those are great rolls.
Yeah, the first one was just to increase the difficulty. Let's see if Rugan gets you any momentum.
Indeed, let's see how that goes.
Well, we already gained 1.
Yes. Oh, and Rugan, your comp range is back to 0. Because you have been treated.
Come on, Rugan, you can do it.
And already you can feel your it's like focusing on the work allowed your mind to go straight as an arrow, but you were fighting through the
one.
yeah you were fighting through the haze earlier, but now your head is clear and you're able to help out in a situation that honestly you've really only done in training most times. I think that's only 1 momentum because it was I increased the difficulty from that previous complication.
Difficulty.
It was 3.
Oh, did you increase the difficulty?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, you're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right. You increased it because of the comp. Okay.
Yeah, because Velot got 2 complications and I spent both of them.
Okay. I'll go up to sick bay and treat Juesa.
Okay, so that was your first action, which took 15 minutes. Now for your second one, which will take...
She treated Rugan and myself.
Oh, wait. No, Rugan was her last one.
then I had to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First she treated the captain, then she treated Rugan.
Okay, 45 minutes, I'm okay.
Gotcha.
So, huh? Can you not hear me? Hello?
Excuse
We
me,
can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Go on.
Okay. Okay.
Yep,
So,
you're good.
back up to sick bay.
Okay. I assume it's another daring medicine check.
This one, yeah, this one will be daring medicine, difficulty of 2.
Which reason it's only difficulty 2.
Yeah, because I'm not increasing the difficulty. He only got 1 comp.
Oh, okay.
Plus
I
he's...
have 1 momentum for 3 dice.
Plus he's in sick bay.
Oh, alright.
Awesome.
Plus that's wonderful.
Rugan cannot
I'm
assist
not
with
gonna
this one.
assist.
Rugan is not assisting with this one, however, unless you followed along with her. But I presume not.
Alright, probably not in this situation, though. Either way, she just kicked its arse.
Yeah. That's a... God, Maselli. What was your... Oh, yeah, because emergency medicine, because it's a daring situation. Right.
Yep.
That's...
Every cloud has
3
its silver lining.
3 momentum, and I'll even allow the ship to assist with computers medicine, because you're doing this in sick bay.
Cool.
And now, with
Do I make a roll to see if I wake up?
I'll say if you spend 2 of that 3 momentum you just got, you can bring him to. Oh.
alright,
2 of
well,
that
we have
4
5
momentum.
momentum currently, so sure, we'll spend that down to 3 and keep it wake up.
And Joeza, either someone just hit you over the back of the head, or you're waking up from one of the worst hangovers you've ever had, or some third thing. Maybe you're recovering from a horrible disease, but probably not that.
And you see like this giant figure in a big spooky suit looming over you.
Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have tried that bottle I got from the captain's quarters. Oh God, what was that? Oh, hi.
He's
Feeling better,
fine.
Chief? Alright, so now I will step into my quarters, take off the suit, and save my own life.
Okay. I am now going to spend 4 threat to make this difficulty 4 for you. As...
4 threat.
Because
Okay.
you get out of the suit and your head starts swimming. You've waited so long to get this into your system that just everything is, the room is spinning around you.
God. Okay, well we have 3 momentum, so
Yep.
I will spend all of that for 4 dice. And let's make some magic. Oh, is it daring medicine?
It's control.
Oh, alright, well that's a bit better. But that means my focus doesn't apply. So.
That does it.
Ah.
As you're trying to, it's one of those things where like you're trying to get it, you're trying to line it up, and it's like if you miss, this could be really bad. Like, so you just close your eyes and jab. A second passes. You open your eyes.
Alright,
Cool.
I myself, as a player, I'm feeling pretty bad. So, if it's okay, I think I'm going to step away at this moment. I had fun as a player, but I'm developing my brain. I will see you guys next week.
Yep,
Yeah.
no problem.
Take care.
So, we'll pop up to the bridge with, as everything is starting to return to normal. However, it is worth noting that Tizonen's going to need a little bit of extended bed rest. He was honestly, out of everyone, he was the one hit hardest by this.
Because it is the Endorian cough.
Yeah. Biss also had to get looked at, but because he only contracted it later on, it was able to be purged from his system in a timely manner with everyone else. Tizonen is however going to have to sit out for the rest of this. It's almost like he's not here.
Har har har.
So, Valak, you're also up on the bridge. There are only a couple more things that have to be done before you get underway. And if I'm correct, I think you have like an hour and a half, 2.5 hours? I think you have 2.5 hours left. Or
Okay, so
by this point, I'd say you have 2.5
I'm
hours
trying to
left.
figure out- Yeah. So based on what Sally did, this, yeah, I should have 2.5 hours before, but I'm cured, so that doesn't matter. So it's like
Yeah. So what
we're doing great. So we have plenty of time.
So now it's a matter of scanning their communications, the Tholian communications frequencies, which is going to be a control security difficulty of 4. I'm spending my last 2 threat. Assisted by the ship's communications security.
Okay, those are all you.
And I'll allow an assist from someone using control engineering.
I can assist.
What did you say the ship was? Communications engineering?
Security.
Communications security. Okay, all you, Joyza, all you. Give him threat, whatever. We're at the end here.
Okay. What was the 2 attributes?
Control security.
Control security. Okay. All right. Sure. Give him 5 threat.
It's either 3 or 6. For 3 for 4, 6 for max.
Okay. I'll give you 6 threat.
Okay.
Max it out. Are you throwing any of it back at me?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Give me a second.
Why?
Spending 2 of that threat to increase the comp range by 1.
Okay, so comp 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ouch.
And the ship?
So
There we go. And the assist.
would compete.
No, computers would not come into play here. This is you synchronizing.
Okay, we got the 4 plus 1. We can't quash it. We're gonna have to live with it.
Yep.
We made it.
Yep. As well, the bad news is, now the Tholian craft that were headed this way know you are here. And are increasing their speed to investigate. They've detected...
Okay, well, helm, step on it.
Okay. This is going to This is going to be a daring con opposed to see if you guys can outmaneuver them.
Thing is, Emmett Haskell's got like shit stats. Can we use Mr. Omari? Is he okay?
Yes, he's fine.
Or do you want Joeza to jump on the helm again?
Oh, we're fine. Omari has a better score than you, I think, in Daring Con. I'm gonna give him. He doesn't have any talents. Fuck it. I'm gonna give him a threat for a third die. His focus in evasive maneuvers or helm operations.
Ooh, evasive
or precision
maneuvers.
maneuvers apply.
Yeah, evasive
I was
maneuvers.
gonna say you couldn't give him a talent, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, you could give him stuff.
We'll give him Daring Con.
Sure.
Or sorry, Bold. Yeah.
Bold con.
Push it to the limit. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. Yeah, baby.
And
Holy shit.
that's a 2, a 1, and a 1. Wow. And the ship engines con?
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. See if you get
Oh
any
my
comps. Okay.
Hey,
Let's see how they do. You gave me a threat. I'm spending that threat and 2 more threat to give them more dice. I hate you guys so much. Only that first one counts. And actually, that second one does count, and there's a third. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes against your 6. 7. So you gain 3 momentum.
7. Yep. Do we want to use 2 of that to create some sort of...
Oh,
advantage?
wait, actually, 4, because that 11 actually is not good enough. Boolean spinners only have an engine's con of 10.
Hey. Do we want to create 2 advantages?
Yes, let's just lose them completely, like we weren't even here.
Yeah, I'll say that with the tricky flying, especially the way you do it against the Orc Cloud, Amari does it in such a clever way that to them, it appears that you are nothing more than a sensor ghost.
Hey.
But now, the moment of truth. You have arrived at the edge of the system. And now it is time to see if you can get in. This is going to be a control security difficulty 4, assisted by the ship's communications security.
All you, Joeza.
And I'll even allow an assist by control engineering. There is a
We also do have a momentum if you'd like to die.
Okay, I'll take the momentum for the die. You said control security, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take a momentum for the die and give him an additional 2 threat for an extra die, so you can have 4.
Okay.
I'll do that.
I'll spend it and increase your comp range by 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck. Too easy.
God, you guys. I'm trying here. I'm trying here. As the planetary defense flickers but for a moment, and you have an opening. You gotta take it now. Someone needs to make me a daring con, difficulty 3. Assisted by the ship's engines con. You only generated two...
What was the difficulty, sorry?
Yeah, huh? You generated 2 momentum. So, helm maneuvering focus applies for Amari.
So give him 1 threat and a bunch of momentum, and we'll just make sure to get it.
1 threat and a bunch of momentum to give me like max dice. Can we do that?
How much momentum do you have?
That was a difficulty.
This was a difficulty 4.
3.
4.
No,
we
difficult.
generated 3. Oh, so we can only give him. We can only give him 4 dice max. That's a shame. There you go. Not gonna reroll anything.
And the ship. Yeah. Good news is, even if you get a complication, you get 2 momentum out of that, so you can. Oh, and you got 3 momentum. Awesome.
Hey.
As you are now inside of the net, and Rugan, your sensors start filling up with all sorts of signals coming from within the system. You're picking up the actual planetary layout of the system itself. But more importantly, you're detecting something else in the system. You're detecting a lot of Tholian ships. You're also detecting, incoming from the other end of the system, a number of Federation vessels.
Oh no.
Designation?
We will get to that later, as this view of the Hadfield coming in through the net slowly shimmers a little bit, as we see someone watching. A figure standing in a purple reddish chamber with all these holographic displays floating around him. Well, it looks like they've made it. The final confrontation shall begin soon. Wouldn't you agree, Captain? He looks down to a figure at his side in a chair that, because of the way the camera is positioned, you can't see them. And the figure simply lifts his hand and gives a wave. Very well, then. The die has been cast. Let history remember the victor. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. A Hole in the Net.
Alright, cool. It's 2:44 in the morning. I gotta get some Z's.
Yep, I will give you the start date for the log tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Yes, I'll write that tomorrow. Don't worry about it.